Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Playday 3 of Talent League. Today we have Aura Esports and Nerf Miner. I am Pyro, and I am joined by my fellow caster, Austin. Say hello, guys.
Hello. Welcome.
How's your day
Welcome.
been? How's your day been, Austin?
My day has been splendid and just getting about to get better with the Talent League, Playday 3.
I know, I've had a cracker of a day actually today. I bought a VPN 2 years in, so yeah. And I'm not going to use it now because it's sort of not working with my Ethernet cable, but we'll move on. We'll move on. So, today, Aura Esports and Nerf Miner. Have you actually seen any of these teams play before, Austin?
No, not directly. Obviously, I haven't casted either team. Obviously, with Nerf Miner currently sitting, third of only round if actually one win and one draw. And obviously, Aura eighth. Not exactly ideal for them off the start of the season. One draw, one loss. Obviously, everything can change. Still early on, but Aura really looking to pick up some points here in this game.
Yeah. And today, the first thing we're going to do here is go into our staff votes. Obviously, me or Austin here are not been on the staff votes, but from our fellow staff, as you know, on the Twitter polls, we will see what happens here today. And it's a pretty clear victory here for Nerf Miner, 87%, and Aura on 13. That means there's only one vote from the staff going on to Aura Esports here. Probably uncooked. I'll have to check that later on. But I mean, what do you think of that, Austin? Pretty clear for Nerf Miner here.
I mean, I think it's almost a no-brainer when you look at the standings. I mean, why would you vote Aura? No offense of the standings is, I mean, eighth versus third. I mean, that alone says a lot in general. I mean, it's the way that Nerf have been playing compared to Aura. You would vote them.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been 2 play days though, and Aura definitely had some tough games. But we're going to go into the map bans here and onto what today's map will be. And as we can see from the map ban on your right side of the screen, we have got Clubhouse. Great. It's played quite a bit in T4 scene, so it's going to be a nice regular cast here, Austin.
I mean, I feel like Club still has some adventurous sides to it. I mean, you can do really what you want on Club, to be honest with you now. And there's a lot of different attack routes. And again, we're seeing a few spicy defenses come out every now and then. But, Club still relatively default, obviously, border, sky, and theme. You're not going to really see very much, obviously, as they are new and teams are still, trying to get into them, still trying to unlock them as maps. But obviously, Clubhouse going to be played here. Obviously, Aura, interesting. They're going to choose the defense. Off previous statistics, defense has always been the better side for Club with particularly Armory down at that bottom floor side, Arsenal Church, very hard to attack. If defended correctly, so anyone there wants to take defense.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I kind of sad that we missed out on some of those Oregon, not the Oregon, but the Border and Sky, as we did see it in our major yesterday. But going on to community vote here, and it tells a very different story. 47% for Aura Esports and 42% for Nerf Miner, with an 11% draw. Austin, obviously, the community vote is a lot different to the staff vote there.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's almost a popularity contest when you consider any community vote. So you have some people that don't really support either team, and that's going to be the more reasonable side of things, which probably is a lot of Nerf miners' votes just of standings. But Aura evidently have community backing here, so it's going to be interesting to see if Aura can pull through and actually take this one off community.
I definitely think a draw today. We've seen it a lot in Talent League Minor. A lot of teams have either got one win, one draw, and that's the top 5 teams in Talent League have 4 points currently. So I'm expecting a draw here today, but we are going to get into our map as our players are ready here. So Austin, walk us through the bans. What are your predictions for bans here?
Honestly, I feel like as far as Clubhouse goes, I mean, a Thatcher or Maverick is pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, so many power
What about
walls. For example,
Flawless?
you look at default CC wall, you look at Jacuzzi Balk. You really want those walls, staying close for as long as possible. And I would expect a Maverick band to come through here first. Thatcher obviously as well on the table on the cards. Also, there's a couple of interesting bands, but I'm expecting Thatcher Mav. Hana. Ooh, that's
Already
another
gone
good one
out.
actually. To be fair, for the hatches, actually, to be honest with you, hatches are a key influential attack when you look at attacking this bottom floor, and also the other sides as well. Habana is always nice to have a secondary hard breach. So hatches going to be staying soft. If you're going to be staying, sorry, Maverick as well off the board as I expected. Thatcher going to be in place, so that makes things a lot easier. In fact, when it comes to attacking. But again, Bandit now is also in play. Nature and below going to be an impact. I feel like we will see a Cade Band come through here as expected, but yeah, Cade will come through. Obviously, Nerf mining going to outspend the Maverick and the Cade. Cade, a nightmare to deal with in some situations. But Thatcher was on the board, so I don't know why Cade is actually being banned there. Interesting, to say the
Mirror.
least.
I'm going to say mirror.
Mirror, yeah, Mirror will
Um,
come through. Obviously, we've seen quite a few blue holds and quite a few cash holds. When you're looking at the mass spectrum side, especially coming through with that Mirror. So Mirror going to be off the board here. So gonna have to find an alternate route to hold those angles.
well, getting into the first round of this game here, we're going to go. We're going to go
Cool.
to the Church Arsenal site. We do see Smoke, Maestro, Jaeger, Valkyrie, and Vigil pick coming out for the defensive side here. So Valkyrie, I'm actually surprised Valkyrie wasn't banned on this map. There's a lot of positions, especially when bottom floor and, as you said before, in that top floor in security, that you can use Valkyrie. So that's definitely going to be a massive issue for the side of Nerf Miner. Will we see an IQ come out?
I mean, I feel like whenever Valkyrie or Pulse is even on the board, IQ is always a solid shout. I mean, what actually interests me more here though is the fact that we are seeing an Osa on the board here from Nerf Miner. Osa obviously seeing quite a bit of play recently in terms of higher up in terms of tier 1 and tier 2 siege. So Osa always very interesting to watch, and unique strategies. Obviously, I wonder what they might do. They might try a blue, or dirt wall cut with fill. They might even just try a kitchen hatch drop here with that Osa.
You could do. I mean, Osa's preferred for more of that top floor, so I'm thinking that's what their idea was. Because obviously, if you get that double wall open into security, you can stick an Osa on there and you get free access. But for bottom floor, I'm expecting a blue push, or as you said, a kitchen hatch drop is maybe the main thing. But Nerf Miner will need to take top floor here and take bottom floor. Clear out the roam. The roamers that definitely Aura will be using. We do see in secret there, I think that is the Cade. Just playing
That's the
aggressively.
Vigil.
It's the
That's the
Vigil
Vigil
playing
there sitting
aggressively.
there. So interesting the fact that they actually decided to bring a Vigil here, but not roam as aggressively. I was expecting Vigil to maybe sit in Logi or Master side, but no, they're gonna actually play a very site held Vigil here. So he's just gonna be sitting on secret stairs trying to take an early engagement here. Knows that one's obviously towards main door here, as Nomad has opened this up pretty early. Just holding the cross here. I don't know if they're aware of the Vigil, but they certainly know that Vigil is in the presence due to those Vigil marks coming onto that cam. But, the attack take it quite slow here. They're going to have top floor control making the vert here onto bar. Just, checking things out and make sure there's no roamers in place. And we're going to probably see a very default take here. Looking maybe for moto hatches. We have just seen them just take the whole of the top floor here. And, garage and control as well. Obviously, defense not really putting up any, early aggression towards this. So they're just giving up this map control very early on. A minute 38 left and full middle floor already in control of the attackers. Vigil here just looking to take a challenge. He's going to back down those blue stairs though.
The fact that Aura have not played more of a top-heavy roam has definitely allowed Nerf Miner to take a lot of map control quickly. And we do see with 1 minute 30 left into the round, the hatches in bar and I assume kitchen hatch will be opened here. And you do see Sledge making a lot of vertical holds, which will make playing bottom floor a very hard side to hold. It's definitely going to be a lot harder for Aurora to play around and prevent any sort of drops and any sort of pushes from Nerf here.
I mean, as well, that C4 going to be a miss there. No real, protection from this vertical play either from the defense. They have to just shoot up through these holes. They can't have any more C4s coming up there as, Valk, the only C4 on the side of Aura being used up there. Maestro to contain challenge here onto Ace. Ace almost catches the feet there. Maestro very lucky to get over his life. This is not looking good here for Aura.
It's not, is it? I mean, both players, both the teams have not lost any players from each team here. So it's definitely going to come down to his last 30 seconds here. We see Jonas here popping out of smoke, and we're going to see the wall opening on the right side. First pick comes out on the side of Jolon onto Seal, and that's your smoke gone down. So there's no sort of denial here. It's all going to start popping off. 20 seconds left. A double kill from the side of Aurora here, just preventing any sort of pushing here from the main stairs. 14 seconds left. Susi gets another kill onto Tozen. It's a 4 versus 2 situation. That breach hole is not playing well for them, and Ethan's just gets the final kill onto Jonas. The defense just... It's definitely... That round was definitely lost from the attacker side. They had so much control, and they waited for so long to initiate their push.
I mean, yeah, I feel like a major part of that round there really does come down to Rose there inside of Church. I mean, really playing that final for Aura and taking a triple kill, from that Valk. I mean, again, then the ratting finally in the corner and then picking up the third off the breach. So, Aura they're holding firm, and obviously they're time was in fact Nerf Miner's worst enemy. Obviously, they were relatively quick to take top floor control, but then after that, they kind of stalled quite heavily when it came to getting attached to making a vertical play. And also, seemed they didn't really know what they wanted to take. Obviously, as Churchill was breached, it came down to the last 15 seconds, and Osa was still on those bottom main stairs of case. And they had lost all form of presence when it came down to blue. They lost blue fight. They lost kitchen hatch. They had to just take a double walking for breach, and that's where it really ended.
I mean, definitely that one-sided push from breach did not help them. As you said before, the players in church definitely prevented them from pushing in. But onto this now. Aura, I should say. I keep saying that wrong every time I cast Aura here. I'm gonna go for a top floor into gym and bedroom here. We see the shield on our bathroom there on the right side. That's something I haven't seen before.
I mean, I feel like the shield there is just intended just to cut off that breach angle. Spawn peek coming through there, actually there from Rosa, I believe, getting a bit aggressive there onto Matto. Going to be taking, half health there on Ayana. Not ideal for your entry to be losing, over half his HP. Finker, though, on the board should be fine in terms of the HP count, but still, if that had gone just a bit worse there, from a little bit of a spawn peek there, we could be seeing a 45 very early on.
Yeah, definitely that early aggression from Aura nearly paying off top dollar there. But it's still slowing down. They still need to drone out where these players are on the side of Aura for Nerf Miner to get their push consolidated here. They are going to open onto that main breach we see happen most of the time, but did the ace actually miss some of these shots there? Ethan gets the first kill onto that Osa, so no more Osa shields here being played, Austin.
I mean, that's a very nice peek out there from Ethan. No one from Nerf Miner actually there to watch that CC window, and you see a massive punishment coming through there. Also, that shield that actually is paying dividends, as he cannot be shot from breach when he's playing that shield. However, he is exposed to that window, so the shield going to be playing, both ways here if it comes down to the window play. But even so, the shield is there to protect it from the breach.
You see these frost mats now. We've seen most times in these talent league games, there's a lot of frost mats kills. I reckon teams just go down late on time and just they forget about the frost. So watch out later on, Austin. We might see a Pogmat kill here. Ato's playing a beautiful position there, but he gets killed from Suki. Suki takes a lot of damage for that engagement, but that is the Yana off the board. Ace is going to push in here. He's just going to try and find one frag, but that shield's going to absolutely stunt his position. But Rosie gets a kill, and we're talking about that frostbite. Joe Barmer gets killed by the Pogmat there, and it's a 4 versus 2 situation. And mate, that already gone. It's Ethan gets the last kill on that round. It all sort of went down to those last couple seconds there with 3 kills popping off very quickly.
I mean, to be honest with you there, Nerf Miner, I feel like that all comes down just to, in fact, that first pick on the Osa. Obviously, they're trying to use Osa as a key strategy pivot here, right? And obviously, peeking out of CC window, Ethan, strike gold and just find that pick early. And I mean, we see them struggle. Obviously, Osa going to be switched off here. We're in the Thatcher. This time instead of the Osa. Interesting they weren't playing Thatcher till the first 2 rounds. Obviously, when Thatcher's available, you expect it to be locked almost every single round when he is in play. Obviously, having something like an 87% presence in terms of EU. I don't know the NA stat, but that's ridiculous, for a single operator. But I mean, what can you really do to Nerf him? You can't. But Thatcher going to be played here. Obviously, 6 pick. Attacker repick now. Obviously in favor, so we may not see him in play. But it does seem like they are going to opt to take him. But yeah, obviously 2 successful defenses now for Aura. They didn't opt to go CC side. They went bedroom. Now they went Church Arsenal. But now they're going to be holding the CC side. Full garage reinforcement here as well. So Suki going to be having a lot of protection here on these rafters. I can only assume. How many AS is going to get? Probably 2 as well. So they're having a key. Sorry, 1. So they're trying to make this rafters a key hold point here for this defense. Obviously, they don't want to lose these rafters with Suki having all 4 reinforcements down the garage. 1 there as pre-default actually, in fact, on the garage rafters wall, but still, Suki gonna be sitting in for the long run here in terms of garage, as it seems.
Yeah, I haven't seen that long angle being opened yet. They did make the head height holes onto the right side of that garage wall, so maybe we will see that as an extra layer of protection. But Suki is definitely going to be the man to watch this round. If he falls and Nerf Miner get garage pretty easily, this round could go definitely in towards their favor. We see the Thinker here trying to get rid of these bandit charges with the grenade, and he does get both, so the thermite charge is going to come out here. I actually had a thought early round if Bandit was going to bandit trick here, but he won't get a chance, Austin.
I mean, obviously, that's the safer bet with Thatcher in play. Obviously, you don't really want to waste any charges. Impact going to be going there onto the rotate to make a rotate through that into garage, I believe, as well. So, Suki wants a bit more, ability to get into site and maybe deny onto that breach and challenge a bit better. But Again, nade going to be, traded for the breaches. In my opinion, is a good trade, but Thatcher on board, maybe you could have done it a bit easier if you could just pressure the bandit with a nade, maybe even get a free kill. But obviously, Nerf might get to the easy option. Just going to nade from the CC window, and that's going to be breach open.
Yeah, with breach open, it's a lot harder to hold garage, as you have to play your position. If you peek too far out, as you see Suki taking the aggressive angle here, he could get caught in a position where he could get an easy fag onto himself. So he has to be very cautious here. We do see the Valkyrie below as well. Pre-place, I think he's going to either pre-place or wait for the plant to go down in default, which is behind the server racks, if you guys didn't know. And Ethan also playing towards stage size. So I'm expecting a late game flank here, Austin, maybe from the players who are playing in con side.
Ethan should be getting killed here. Yeah, Jumbo finds one. Ethan's still around here inside the lounge. Could go for a replay. He's going to back off towards bar. Ethan looking to swing this bar door. Packham gets naded there as well from below from Joe Bomber. Nerf mine now heavily in favor. Almost refrag there by Ethan. Joe Bomber luckily to get out of that door. Looking to refrag though still. Peeking through on this lounge door. Looking to double up here with Ethan. They need to find this frag, but no, Joe Bomber's going to get away. They're going to rip out to the roof. 3v5 here for Aura. Packham moved down the ground as well, so he can be revived here. I don't know if there's going to be an option. Matto firmly here inside of Jolin. Going to find another one. Sorry, cutting me off there. Suki going to lose garage control. Ethan peaks breach. 1v5 here for still effective on the top red, and that's going to be it. Joe Barlow having a huge round there. Nate holding off that stock, and then, well, we just see the breach going through there from Jolin, and that's going to be Nerf Minor taking the attack there onto CC.
It was definitely, that round definitely came from that bottom floor, from the thinker there. He got the easy kill from the player running back towards of the blue stairs, the red stairs we saw, and also getting that grenade kill onto the player playing behind that bomb site. If you're on or Esports, you don't want to sit in those default positions, Austin. It's very easy, and teams, especially at T4 and T3 levels, all the way up to Pro League, do know where the default grenade placements are. So if you sit in those positions, you have to be very wary of being grenaded from below, and that happened that round. That was definitely a turning point.
Obviously we see stock playing a major importance whenever you take CC. I mean, the amount of nades that come from below onto, green box, onto red rotate, onto, servers rack, whatever you need, you can nade from below. That's why CC is often, probably played, least now, so has a lowest, defender win rate, because, the nade meta right now, bring 4 nades, 6 nades, you just chuck them up from below, and you're going to get a pick 9 times out of 10. You're going to find someone. And if not, you're going to allow for construction push to, manifest itself. Because once you clear all those positions out inside of cache, defenders are really stuck there on that red stairs bolt, and then, or garage rafters, and, well, construction's almost free for the taking.
Yeah, even if you only do not get any kills and open it up, you can't play in those positions anymore. We're talking about this round here. They have gone to bottom floor, and will we see a run out here from Suki? He's a very aggressive player in these early 3 rounds, and will that be seen? Is Matto still on drones? I think, yeah, he is on drones right now. Droning out where that...
Suki.
Yeah, he is. Zuki needs to be very careful here. He is going to go for the run out. This could be a free pick here. No, Zuki just rotates back off. Ethan gets the first kill onto Tosin, and that is the Nomad out of play.
I mean, yeah, that's a big pick there. Doubt any air jab utility was placed there from Tosin, obviously on that Nomad. Ethan having a good game right now, 4-1 obviously. Here, Jolin just looking to peek onto CC. Again, we're seeing the same attack pattern here, actually, in fact, from, Nerf Miner. They just take this top floor, they take bar, they just look for hatches. They're doing the same as last time. Obviously, this time even slower, though. Last time we saw a timing error from them. This time they're even slower. They're not actually, no hatches popped. 1 minute 30 left, effectively, on the clock. Impact streak now in place as well. See, we're going to come up. Matto almost loses his life. Their feet almost tickled there by that C4. Very lucky to be alive, Matto, there.
Yeah, and we got this Osa player playing on that bottom floor again. If you remember back to the first round, the Osa player waited too long for the push. Nerf Miner do not need to make the same mistakes as they made last time. I want to see him go for a different push here through dirt, through kitchen hatch, instead of going for that main push. As overall, pushing into main and pushing into moto is a lot harder of a push than pushing into dirt, because if you don't have blue control or anyone pressuring from blue, you can set up such long angles if you're on the defensive side. Impact trick.
I mean, gonna come through it. Kitchen hatch still can be open. I mean, no impacts left, in fact. So kitchen hatch might be popped. No, they have no ace charges left. Rose gonna find Matto there from the breach. Straight back there by Joe Obama. Smoke's going to come off into bottom main, looking to ingress here again on Church. Pre-fire sub, 2 men blue hold here. It's going to be very hard for these attackers to take it and get into default plant. Obama looking to recover that diffuser as well, still on the hard wall. Breach is open though. Has that plant position opened up there onto that minibar. Smoke still delaying. Gonna have to commit here, 18 seconds left on the clock. Smoke gonna delay even further. Joe Bosso using the final smoke grenade in his pocket there. Joe Bomb gonna push in, gonna start the diffuser. Bottom main contention here. Gonna restart. Jonas gonna find Pikamu there. Sil gonna TK Ethan. Sil running into sight here, looking to finally find the diffuser. No, Jonas covers him off on the breach there.
What a 3k for Jonas. He got a triple kill on that breach, and obviously with that, the TK there, that definitely didn't pay towards Aura Esports side. I think they died 4 people very quick succession. I was gonna pick up on something on Nerf Miner, is if you saw the ace player, he was rotating backward towards main stairs with 10 seconds left. Was he going for vertical play? Did they have vertical play in the corridors? But definitely that round was won by Jonas on the side of Nerf Miner there with that Osa. Definitely a lot easier this round and played a lot more of a role.
And I mean, look, obviously we see Aura, they took those early 2-round advantage. Now return to, the start of the game, 0-0 deficit. We're back to square one, 2 rounds left in the defense. Aura really wanted to take a 4-2 here. Obviously, when you pick defense, you don't want anything less than really than the 4-2. I mean, you'll settle for a 3-3, but 4-2 is the ideal scoreline for you, if not better. So, pressure on, Aura here to take these next 2 rounds. Obviously, they do have their 2 favorite bomb sites, available to play. Obviously, they won bottom floor. They won this kid's, bedroom side. Sorry, so they can obviously retake those 2 sites. But last time, obviously, they took the bottom floor. We saw it just happen just then. So they may be inclined to take CC again. But pressure on Aura to take these next 2 rounds really.
We saw that same shield strat onto the bathroom wall, the bathroom door again. So maybe that will play dividends again. It was such a vital part of Aura's defense last round, and especially if Nerf Miner pushed in the same sort of manner, it could play a massive difference again. We do see the 2 players pushing up onto the roof here and 2 players onto the balcony side. So they are going to go for the main breach onto double and also a push into the...
That is a beautiful shot through that Jordan there by Rose. Gonna be picking up the Thatcher. Sorry, Jordan's been on ace the last few rounds of the game, but Thatcher can go down there. That's not the play you want to lose that early. Tibson will still get the weapon though. Gonna retrade though, Joe Barber there. Joe Barber gonna find 2 there inside of Logi. Ethan gonna take that Mata. Tibson pushing for the breach. All exploding here. 3v2. Ethan's though gonna reflect there through construction.
It's all popping off.
Jonas here as well, looking to challenge. Jonas gonna find an easy kill to Suki. Tobson starts the plant. Ethan locked now inside of Con. They know where he is. They know he's in Con here. Jonas looking to hold this door. Ethan just can shut the gun barrel. Easy kill for Jonas here if he can just connect the shots. Gonna hold down. Bomb planted. 40% on the clock. Ethan has to clutch. 1v2. Attackers are gonna sit firmly in their spots right now. Osa taking up this deep 90 spot here. Looking to hold this long angle through. Gonna spray through the wall. Almost catches Tobson. Gonna rotate to the other side of the bomb here. Tobson well played there. Gonna find himself in construction. Now this is very hard for Ethan to do. 28 seconds left on the clock. 20 seconds effective to clutch up here. Jonas gonna work his way out to breach as well. Ethan really clutching at straws right now to try and make this clutch happen. Gonna go to the main stairs. I don't think he has it in him here. 70 seconds left on the clock. Jonas trying to take the one to Logic. Finds the one onto Tobson. 1v1 here, Jonas. He actually can probably stick the fuse here. Gonna try on 9 seconds left on the clock. Jonas has to push this here. No nades in pocket. Needs to go now. 1 second on the clock, but Jonas will find the head there of Ethan, and well, Nerf Miner taking the run there. Very explosive run there from Nerf Miner. Just take the picks off the breach and just take the pick off Logi. I mean, we just saw Joe Barmer there drop straight into Logi and cause absolute havoc on the side of Nerf Miner. Obviously 2 for 1 immediate picks is what you really want your finger to do.
How did that plank come down? How did that plank go down? It was popping off, popping back on. Both Jonas and Ethan's whiffing their shots there. That could have gone any way. If the Jaeger of Ethan's got the shot onto Jonas, that would have been a 1v1 situation. The plank going down, and if he was quick enough, he could have killed the player of the... Who was it? Oh, he was planting bomb. It was the ace, wasn't it?
No, it was Tobson on the
thermite. It was Tobson on the thermite, yeah. So even if he rushed around, Ethan's could have got the clutch there. And we do see Aura here going back to the same side. If you're Aura here, what are you saying? What are you thinking about last round? What changes will you be making?
Well, I mean, the one thing I'm going to say here from Aura is they seem to run the same defense now every single round in a row. Obviously, they're not really adapting much. in terms of what they've done. Obviously, the bottom floor, same 2 rounds. This kitchen, this bedroom, looking to be the same player for 3 rounds. This is gonna be a Valcam getting spotted out there. Not ideal, as you're gonna be down to 2 straight away. I don't know what that Valcam placement really is. Not very advanced there. You know, pretty simple one to spot out anyway as it is. But Jonas will be finding that one on drone. Still, may actually be aware of this. Should maybe look to replace it, but no, you might even see the drone in the cam, but I don't think so.
I'm surprised they actually went to the gym bedroom again instead of going to bottom floor. Personally, I think their bottom floor hold was a lot better than their gym bedroom hold. We saw last round, it got absolutely demolished here. Seal could come off with the flank of a lifetime. We do know that Nerf Miner are pushing into garage here, are pushing into rafters. If he times this right, Seal could get 2, maybe 3 kills here, Austin.
I mean, yeah, obviously the dangers of a flank, it does come through. Obviously, going to be taking shots, I believe, from Oil Pit as, you know, still going to be finding his spot. Going to go to Dirt here. Maybe we can change to Jacuzzi Breach as, you know, we see the punch hole should be coming through here. But, you know, they're now aware of where Seal is, and Seal will not go much longer. But Joe Barmer, brilliant last round. Going to nade himself this round from bottom red. Ping issue coming through. Bruh. Indeed, that is a bruh moment. But Jonas Blue does his work for him. Takes down Ethan. Ethan, the star player for Aura, very much so. Instead of Cash, and taking a hike there from the window instead of construction. Suki now all alone here. Gonna be coming under immense pressure. Gonna be really stuck in the box, but it's gonna impact the wall there. You know, just getting used to the utility. Gonna challenge onto Jonas. Is really all he can do, but Jonas there just better. Suki's head comes clean off. 4v3.
It's
Cash control now firmly in the hands of Nerf.
Yeah, cash control. That is a Frostmat. That is twice now in this game that there has been Frostmat downs, and that's already mattered down into 20 HP. We do see in the secret here the Frost being able to play, and if he gets an angle, he can prevent this entire push into Con. It is all going to be down on the side of Aura here onto the Frost, but there's too many angles for him to watch, so he is going to rotate back off side. We do see Roselle as well with that long angle, but Jonas could get a pick here. We see him through the wall, but obviously the players can't see that. Jonas could get a free pick if he manages to get the angle. And Castle is in such a power position here to prevent any sort of push through Con. Pakamu does get the kill onto Jonas. Mato gets the refire back onto Pacao. And they do have sight here. Mato's already pushed in. And I don't think Rosie knows it. No, the plant's going down, but Seal gets the kill onto Mato from main stairs. Rosel's been taken out, and it's in a 2 versus 1 situation. Very similar to the last round, so let's see who can clutch it up here. Can it be Nerf Miner, or can it be Aura? He's pushed into Logi here, and Jolan just gets the kill onto Seal. Too many guns facing off towards Seal there. Nothing he could really do.
I mean, yeah, what would you really expect? If you play the same defense as you did last round, it's going to be used the same way. And obviously, the Nay kill going to come through there. You know, Jonas, no, sorry, Joe Obama team killing himself, in fact, with that Nay. Not ideal, but, you know, no real difference in the round outcome there. I kind of expected it to go the same way as it did. Obviously, once you play the same defense over and over and over again, the attack, they just get used to it, and they're going to be doing the same things. They know what you're going to do. They know they're going for that cash shot. They know how to exploit it. And what happens? You know, we see Jonas just sit there on that construction window, find 2 free picks. You know, Ethan, going to be taken out, and so is Suki from that just, you know, simple window play from Jonas. And no real contestation either. You know, no attempt to hop out from master windows. Obviously, Nomad wasn't even brought last round, I don't think.
No, it wasn't.
By Nerf Miner. So, you know, maybe a missed opportunity there from Aura to really contest that and stop that happening there from Jonas. Because, you know, if Jonas isn't on that window, then that round goes a very different way, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jonas got that more important kill through towards Logic. And Nerf Miner have now won 4 rounds in a row on attack. So they're now going on to defense on Club, which is a very defensive sided map, being 4-2 up here. So I'm expecting at this point for Nerf Miner to take the victory here. The way they're playing, the way they're working as a team. Aura have just stepped off the gas pedal, you could say, Austin.
I mean, yeah, obviously first 2 rounds going their way, you know, but then, you know, as I said, Nerf Miner, they get used to what they're coming against, and look, it's, you know, 4-2 from the outcome, because, you know, Aura didn't change a thing they did. They just played the same thing, they played the same siege, and it got caught out, you know, they got exposed. But however, we see Suki here, taking early into garage, roam presence here on the top floor, but that is Joe Barmer, and sorry, not Joe, Jolan here, inside of Cash, looking to contest it onto rafters. As a Logi rotate, obviously impacts both being used, so no bailout options for him here. Also, Breach being open there onto Jacuzzi, but no contestation from Jolan. Going to work his way down main stairs. That's very poor there from Roy. They could have really cut him off there. But he's going to get away scot-free. Going to make his way down into Strip. Going to rat his life
Strip
out
hold.
here for the rest of his days.
That could
Joe
come.
Bomber's playing bar. Actually, maybe looking to retake it. He's going to go rat in kitchen, maybe. No, he's going to sit here towards his main stairs. Zofia, first round in play here. Interesting with the LMG, was 150 bullets. You don't really want to mess with that when you are coming into a gunfight. But, you know, didn't really go to use there, as we do see just, you know, the roam coming to fruition. They're backing off a little bit. Jolin getting placed on the strip here. Will be droning to about Rose.
No, trigger discipline.
This drone gonna spot him finally. Jolin here now gonna come in with a hell of a lot of fire here. But again, the amount of time you can waste here in this strip position, if you don't choose to swing here, they have to clear him. Gonna be going to block this wall though, I can believe, and you know, Jolin can challenge this, you know, from inside the strip here. All eyes now turn to Jolin.
All he needs to do is be patient.
Looks like he's gonna try to take him, but Jolin gonna find out onto Buck. Buck going down there, Rose. Unfortunately, now two players looking to push up here through Green Hole. Ayana and Zoff coming in here through Green to take the fight. Suki, good for one. Gets it down Jolin. Rose will also be picked up again. No Finker on the board though. Off to take Zofia instead, and that's going to be really punishing it for Rose. Rose will be on 20 HP. 1 minute 4 left on the clock. No hatches being breached. Obviously, Ace, the only hard breaching player right now, so they can only get, I believe, 1 hatch. Ace, this Buck does in fact have tin can, so both hatches, 2 hatches of choice can be open, but still.
How much time? He wasted so much time in strip there. Now we have to see Aura Esports here opening the walls they need, opening the hatches they need, and more importantly, decide on a push that they're going to do. Are they going to do the same sort of thing that Nerf Miner did on attack, which was push into that church triple wall? They are going to drop into Moto here. Rose is so low. First kill comes out, Tozen onto Ethan, so that's a refab back up to 4 versus 4. 20 seconds left in the round. Pakamu gets a kill onto Joe Barmer. It's now a 4 versus 3 situation. They are going to push into Churchill, but does he know the players playing behind that box? They do. Mato gets the kill, and they get a retrade. It's all now a 3 versus 1 situation, make that. But 9 seconds left. The plant's going down. He does hear where the plant's going down. He does get the headshot, but turns his back from Moto, and Rose gets that easy trade off there. And to close out the round for the attacking side. And Aura's first win. No, that's not Aura. Yeah, it was Aura. First win in 4 rounds.
Obviously, it's always good to get your attack, or you know, get the ball running on your attack. You know, the attack is always going to be the harder rule side for many teams on this club. Obviously, we've seen that for Aura as well, since they did in fact choose defense first. I can be played here first time in this game. Obviously, Valkyrie was played last round. Yes, she was ratted out in inside a strip. So you know, obviously. Aura very rare of this. They want to really stop this. So Ethan going to be going onto that, IQ here. I wonder what he's going to take. Obviously, G8 was an absolute menace, 3 or 4 seasons ago. Still is a menace, but
it is the best weapon
right now. It's exactly as it's been played. But G8 is a nightmare to play against.
It's just the LMG meta, isn't it?
Buck onto Sledge and Zoff onto Finker. So this attacker repick really being utilized here by Aura this round. 3 changes from the initial lineup going to come through. Obviously, Ayana onto IQ, Buck onto Sledge, and Zofia onto Finker. It doesn't really change much, but the changes, they are still happening, and it almost just showcases the power of the attacker repick here. Previously you can only change 1 of these operators, now you can change 3, well up to 5 in fact.
Even more if you want to.
Some rounds they just completely change their attack through the attacker repick because they drone, they see what's happening, and it's done.
That's the one thing I don't like about attack. Well, the one thing that's good about attack repick is before, when we had Sith repick, it would reveal all of the operators. Obviously now you have to drone out and change base on it, but I definitely prefer the Sith pick option here. Now, Nerf Miner have gone to the top floor here on. First gunfight here is coming down towards Ethan's, and that is taking a lot of damage. A bit aggressive there, but Seal gets the kill onto Jolin. So Nerf Miner already a man down on the defensive side, and Joe Balm is taking a lot of damage. I don't know where this early aggression is coming from. You need to slow it down, Nerf Miner. Let Aura come to you.
I mean, to be honest with you, Nerf Miner trying to get out of the blocks really early, just trying to take these early gunfights. They obviously favor themselves gun skill wise in this match, but full cash control now in favor of Aura through that pick. Just obviously very interesting hold, the fact they have in fact reinforced these construction walls, so no option to actually retake and take a gunfight here and support in fact Jolin on those holes. Obviously they don't want to take the pressure from construction window, but it doesn't matter anyway, as we see Jolin getting picked so early on from an early gunfight, and you're going to see another one come through. Jonas almost gets absolutely nailed there from behind from Pakamu.
You should have got that kill there. Really
yeah, that's very unfortunate. I have no idea Jonas hasn't in fact gone down there. But Mato and Joe Barmer looking for the retake here, I believe towards his red stairs or maybe garage. I don't know if they have a flank drone in fact, but Ethan is going to be holding these red stairs, so could be aware here. They may have spotted them towards lounge. Maybe stalling a little bit, but Joe Bomber looks here. Holding garage door. Joe Bomber going to find one. Ethan looking to retrack here, but they are going to maybe take their pick and run here, as it seems. Yeah, they're going to take their pick and they're going to leave. Run for the halls here.
You can't get too aggressive.
Lounge. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they are going to rat though this other stock there. So Matt, I'm really looking to play a bit later as well up these red stairs. Joe Bomber going to make his way back to site, but however, with that pick coming through down to Rose, we have to assume that flank cams are now refirmly in play. Obviously, there is no excuse to sit on them once you are dead. So job for Matto potentially becoming a lot harder here. Frost sitting deep here inside this logic. I don't think Ethan is aware right now of this Frost
they
right
haven't droned him
on this logic double. Hatch obviously open as well. One player on it. Ethan just spraying through the wall. Nate gonna come through. It's onto undronable. They aren't aware of him right now. Finger gonna drop here straight into the arms of Tobson. Gonna almost get TB. Ethan refrags there on the retake. Logi now firmly in control. Or Esports, they're looking to challenge the rotate, but there we see the flank come through. Matto gonna work his way into Con here. But now the attacker just pinch, gonna peek onto these windows here. Joe Bomber find one, Jonas finds another. 1v3 for Ethan, all going wrong here for Aura Esports. It's our logistics here. Far with the back line now. Matto there, gonna swing from construction. That's gonna be all players going down there for Aura, and that's gonna be Nerf Miner battling back here.
Yeah, it was all based on all that did have that early pick. They did have that early trade-off, taking a lot of damage away from Nerf Miner. But that Matto with that 2K, that flank late game, and it all just seems to sync up for Nerf there. They all managed to come to each other and link up in their minds that they got kill after kill, kill after kill. And we saw the 4 quick kills in succession finishing off that round for Nerf Miner. It was beautifully played there. The flanks, they weren't doing it too aggressively. We did see the IQ from Ethan, who was watching the flank, but they said, "Oh, we're gonna hold it up here. We got the early pick, we got the trade-off we wanted. We're gonna pull back and go for that flank later on." And what do you know? Matto did get the 2K from that flank, and they are now 5 versus 3 up, 1 round away from being on that all-crucial match point situation here.
I mean, yeah, obviously you would assume once one player tries to flank, you just set a cam there. Obviously, I believe they did have cams in pocket.
Yeah, they did have a cam player. It was someone watching the flank cam.
They didn't drone Logi, I know that for a fact, because, well, they tried to nade what we call undronable, which is just behind that desk. Often goes unchecked. If you're going to rat Logi, that's what you're going to rat. They nade it, so they already often have the intel for Logi, and they just drop into the waiting arms of Tobes and finds a pick on Frost, more than he should have done, in fact, by just sitting there. And then obviously, all is done. Matter just to retake there from Con, no flank drone on top red, and it's easy pickings. But we will see a garage entry from Aura, looking to take the top floor, looking to put pressure onto these bar anchors.
It's a lot of vertical you can do though.
One player, I believe, one player not a CC. That's smoke top floor, no, it's not, it's mute. Joe Bomber and Jonas, they're looking to hold down from construction. Ethan gonna take an early gunfight. Almost his head completely knocked off there by Jonas, but he's gonna fall back here into Master. They need to breach this exterior construction wall really to get a chance here, but they are going to be taking it from both sides here.
I'm Nerf Miner. I'm not going to be too aggressive here. You've got one cross onto Con, and you take one player, which is Jonas at this point, who's going to be watching the push from the double window. We will see Seal opening up that single wall into Con here, but Jonas can watch that from a long angle. He has the support of Matto with these castles. We do see the ace here popping into sight, and I don't think he knows where he is. No, he's rotating through the bathroom here, and Jonas just gets a free kill onto Bakamau. It could have been 2 kills. Never mind, he gets another kill onto Suki. That's a 2K there from Jonas, just cleaning up the side of Aura there. They are having no situational awareness. It's already down to a 4 versus 2 situation here. Make that a 4 versus 1 situation. Nerf Miner just absolutely clearing the floor with Aura here. It's all up to Seal. He's surrounded by all areas. A nice shot though onto Matto. And that makes it a 3 versus 1 situation. He has to slow down here. Drone is what she's going to do. Most of the players, most of the people from the side of Nerf Miner here are on site, or I think there's only one roamer who's lurking around. You need to drone out where these players are, realise where they are playing, and push accordingly. We are going to see him here push into garage and then into lounge. So I think he's going to try and open that double wall. Yes, he is. Seal's going to open that double wall to get him access onto stage. You can see the outlines of where all the players are. He does give away his position with the shooting of the bow kid, and is falling back towards the lounge area. He sees the person playing behind there. Beautiful kill from Seal onto Jonas. There's 34 seconds left in the round, and it's all of a sudden a 1 versus 2 situation. Not to mention, at the start of this round, Before Seal got any kills, it was a 1 versus 4. He pulls out his pistol, and Jonah gets the beautiful long kill from Paul as he's just rotating through the wall there. And another amazing round from Nerf Miners there. It started to get away from them, Austin, but they managed to pull it back, managed to compose themselves there.
I mean, one thing to look at there, I mean, we see, obviously, coming down to Seal there in that 1v4 situation. But, you know, keeping to highlight, he goes on his drone, whereas his drone is outside, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I
the
don't think he
support,
had
like,
one in person. I think he was just
I mean,
literally keeping it
yeah,
outside and forgot to pick it up.
yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's outside. We see, Jonas here ratting inside of gym. We see, Joe Obama here ratting inside of Logi. Where is that drone then? Where is that drone? Where is that drone to assist your entries? Where is that drone to not have them get picked off that breach? Surely
Maybe
that
on
intel should
person.
be there and not outside, on that main gate. Why is his cam there?
I,
Why is it not in pocket? Why is it not, coming through to drone those defenders? That's really confusing for me. Like, we have these rounds here coming through from Nerf Minor, and it's not like they're playing, exceptionally well. It's not like they're completely outmatching Aura on these gunfights. It's not like they're doing anything insanely special to win these rounds. Obviously, Aurix can play here pretty unique, and Cap's gonna come through as well. So Fawn's in the side effectively for Aura. They need to really up the journey, and they're pretty notified as well that they aren't journeying. I mean, look, Run Out gonna come over here. Now it's even on cams. We're seeing Joe Obama here just run out onto construction. Luckily, no one be spawning there for the side of Aura. If not, he probably would have seen a pick come through. The drone work from Aura is really what's set in the background. Now they have nothing.
Yeah.
They have no intel whatsoever. And we're just seeing Aura lose pick after pick after pick. Look, Jordan here on the entry takes on Suki. No intel there. Jordan finds the freest kill of his life. Suki going down on the.
There's
on
no
the thing.
refrag
Really
either.
to get into this game. There's no refrag. Yeah, there's no refrag coming through. You're gonna make his way up the red stairs. There's no drone work here from Aura. Where's the drone at Ethan's feet? Ethan's on rafters. There's no drone there. You're gonna finally get ping through here though. Onto these top reds, spraying through the wall, almost catches a one beaten up.
He's already rotated back towards Jim, hasn't he? He's going to go back to bedroom, and they need to drone him out. We do see the drone there coming out from the ace of Seal, but there's no one in cash. I'm pretty sure they would have said, "Oh, no one's in cash right now. You can push in." It's just wasting time at this point, especially when you have 2 minutes left onto the round. And Nerf Miner have 2-3 people on top floor. Razai is being downed by, I think that was from. I don't know who that's from. Oh, it's from Joe Bomber on the hatch there. So that is a free pit taken up here. Jolan's just going to get damage done onto the players in Conhet. And a beautiful down there. And that is already in a, what is this, a 5 versus 1 situation with Rose down.
Yep.
Exactly. This is all going to come down to Nerf Miner here. And they get the flawless round. I was a bit wrong earlier. It was a cap can. A cap can gadget that downed the player of Rose there. That's even worse. That's even worse than not droning.
I mean, you know what's funny? It kind of always comes into what I was saying. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they're evidently not droning for stuff like this to happen. Obviously, Capcan going to come through and take a point to Rose, and it ultimately punishes them in the end. I mean, 7-3 there for Nerf Minor. Obviously, off standings, you wouldn't expect anything differently. But that was, rather poor there from Aura on their attacks. I mean, the inability to drone really tripping them up there. I mean, I have no idea what Aura were doing in some of those attacks.
I mean, some of the attacks were okay from the side of Aura. I definitely think the defense of Nerf Miner was good. I mean, what was it? When they went up to 6-3, so not the last round, but the round before that, when they were in gym, they just didn't drone out the player. Who was it who was playing in gym, watching on towards con side? And they had the 2 players from the side of Aura who just pushed into bathroom. Do you remember who was playing in gym?
Jonas. Jonas getting the freest double of his kill. Freest double kill of his life on that.
And then he drops the hatch, and there's no retrade. Actually, when he dropped the hatch, he got a kill after dropping, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's just... The thing is, Aurora, there is a lot of that is just simply prevented by just going on drone, Like, we see the last round, Suki, they're taking the entry fight onto Garage with no intel. I mean, look, he's going to lose it every day of the week. Valkyrie's just to sit there, hold it, and, it's done for him. It's over. There's no questions asked about that entry.
Yeah, it's sad to see. I mean, definitely Nerf Miner was the favourite in the eyes of the admins, but on the side of the community, Aurora Esports were the favourites there. We are going to take a 5-minute break before we get into the next major game, which will be an absolute cracker. It's Humble Academy versus Ultrac Esports, and something that I am very much looking forward to, Austin.
I mean, yeah, it should be a very good game.
As we say to that, 5 minutes, and we will be back. choke. Just choke machine soldiers here. They leave 2 people up top, they push down below. I mean, they're coming to West Main now. You've got Agent here with the shotgun on West Main, and Korgo just gets that kill. He gets a double kill! Oh my god, Korgo's popping off with that triple kill. Could we
If
get...
Oxy would know, then boy oh boy would he be worried.
Well, it's actually going to be Mr. Easter to take out Spooky.
My lord! Wait, you dollars!
Oh.
Wait, you! Boy oh boy!
What?
Boy, Havoc, you will dream bad about this
Oh my
one for
God.
years to come. I am absolutely amazed. Like, great congrats to Mr. East and stuff, but yes.
Matt is going to get very aggressive.
Oh.
Did spot out the player out there, and Oxy D is able to take down Joey. This could be the perfect time for this one. He's just prepped it just so that when the players melee it, expecting something, they get something completely different. Grenade does come through.
But we'll be able to escape, and if you look up there, here's Coisel taking out the depth chat. And Dallas will
Wow.
fall finally on from Oxy D, as he already has his third kill up on this round. It's all down to Mr. Easter for Team 4 Gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Not going to be ideal, although it did force back the attack just for a little bit longer. A lovely shot by Doki, though. That's exactly what he wanted. He's going to be able to fall back with the rotation. Going to leave it, going to leave it open. He's not going to playing around the cover to try and hide his fallback. He doesn't get caught off by the attack now. Got to be careful with these long angles. We saw what Visu were able to do with it. Quick trade going through. Doki able to re-pick that kill up for his team. Oh, and as well as finding another one onto Ethan's. That's a lovely triple kill for Doki in this round. So
It's full white flashed in, but the smoke is just denying any sort of push from Packet. He's still in that area, and Doki just finished up with a 4K from Doki that round.
indicator that someone is doing something cheeky, something funny, but JTT finds the first pick, gets an injure as well. He'll secure that kill. I believe the Fingerfoods trying to pick themselves up. It wasn't reinforced, it's actually opened, and he's found himself third. No way! He swung hip fire with the SMG-11 to make it 4, and
Hello. Hello. Fine.
Hello guys, welcome back to Playday 3. I am Pyro and this here is Austin, joined with me here today. If you guys missed our first matchup in the minor, that was a 7-3 victory from Nerf Minor against Team Aura Esports. What a game it was as well. Many ups and downs, so make sure to check the vid. It will be uploaded on YouTube, so if you do want to watch the replay, go out and check on YouTube for Talent League R6. Now, Austin, today we've got our Major League game, a best out of 2 between Humble Academy and Ultrac Esports. I mean, what are your thoughts on this at the moment?
And obviously, Ultrac, being in the dead last currently in the major league, right? And we see, Humble Academy, towards the top seed. It's going to be, in my opinion, and from my prediction, I believe that Humble will whitewash this game. Ultrac. I feel like Humble will take a very, very, very decisive victory. 2-0, 2-0 maps. Obviously, Skyscraper coming up first. I believe we have Club second. So,
Again,
Skyscraper are actually quite interesting. To be fair. I actually enjoy casting Skyscraper. It's quite a very fast map that you don't really see elsewhere
definitely.
in terms of like the map pool.
I mean, if you guys were here yesterday's stream, we did play Skyscraper as well, and that was a very fast-paced map, as you were saying. But now on to the staff votes. We have an 87% for Humble and the 13% from Ultrac. So 7 out of the 8 staff members believe that Humble Academy will win this game, which I think, as you said just earlier there, Austin, is I think how this game's going to go. A very decisive win for Humble, extending their lead at the top. If you can definitely agree with that,
I mean, yeah, obviously, it's to be expected, obviously, from staff predictions. Why would you vote Ultrac, as I said before, in terms of the Aura game? When you're looking at the standings as it is, I mean, obviously, community vote coming through here. Bit less
closer.
decisive, but, 52 to 40, 8% draw. But we are
the
seeing
draw's
Humble.
definitely a lot likely, isn't it? A draw's definitely a lot likelier in the major games, because obviously both the teams have each of their map picks, and maybe Humble Academy has their one map that they really don't like. But here we are onto the map picks. As we see, Skyscraper being picked by Humble Academy and Clubhouse being picked by Ultrac Esports. And we see Humble going defense first for their pick onto the Skyscraper and attacking on the Clubhouse. So we're going to Humble's map first.
I mean, yeah, obviously, always a nervous side for Ultrac, obviously, since they are obviously not the favourites of this game, evidently, as just off standings, but off community vote as well. And I mean, was it going to your opponent's map first? It's always a bit, bit of a scary one, especially when it's a Skyscraper. Obviously, Skyscraper new to the map pool this season. We're seeing very new strats. Obviously, it does like we are going to be going to the game here, though, as the game is started. Hum defense first, Ultrac on the attack.
Yeah. Ban-wise, this could be a good one. Thatcher, Flores. I'm not too sure about the defense, though. That's where the more questions come out. Maybe the Cade and the Mirror? Oh, we do see the Thatcher coming out first, and a pretty standard pick here, Austin.
I mean, to be expected, to be honest with you. I mean, Thatcher, always, if you don't know what you're banning, Thatcher's always a solid one to go as. I mean, having, the highest presence in terms of EuroLeague, not because of play, but actually because of ban rate. I mean, second man will come through Maverick, so these walls are going to be very hard to be open. Obviously, Twitch may see, a bit of play IQ as well from below, with a lot of destructibility on Skyscraper. First defense ban going to be coming through as well here. We will see
Cade
take a hike. Obviously, expected. Thatcher,
Yeah.
Mav off the board. I mean, why else would you not ban Cade? It's going to be a nightmare to attack if that isn't off the board.
There's a lot of walls to be open as well, as we see towards house side. That double wall pushing in is a lot of. There's a lot of walls to be open here. Valkyrie is the last pick, which I pretty much it was between Mirror and Valkyrie. Valkyrie's such a big power operator here, being able to throw cams anywhere around the map and getting a lot of intel on a map that it's a very big map, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like individual very nice cam spots when it comes down to Skyscraper. There's a lot of just a lot of stuff. How to put it? There's a lot of stuff on Skyscraper that's just for decor and whatever that you can just chuck a little cam in, hide it here, there, and everywhere. So Valk is quite strong on Sky, obviously with all the destructibility on the floor as well. No brainer that Valk should be banned here.
Yeah, as you said, there's a lot of destructibility in this map. Not so much on the site we're seeing here. being the main site for the skyscraper map. As you would know, you would hold Geisha most of the time. You would hold Geisha and towards where Drum's corridor is, and by Top Dragon, which is the left side, the far left side, as we've seen from our server. You normally have a shield place towards near where this wall is, and play off that.
I mean, yeah, as far as default goes to skyscraper, there is really no default. Almost, it's been established now that skyscraper is almost an up in the air map when it comes down to EUL, especially. So teams trying many of the sorts of defenses here, and this is kind of the beauty of skyscraper. I think that, there's no real way to correctly defend it. You just kind of go with it, and you hope it works out. Obviously, when we're playing up to ventilation here, Think or just taking out the early camp. All 3 default camps being shot off pretty early there by Ultrac as they look to ingress on the map.
I mean, we saw in the background there the shield being placed on Shrine, as we were saying before. So from Ultrac, we will be seeing more what we see normally on this map is pushing from the opposite side of the building, gaining control of house if you're on T-Boom. And I think Krogel here, he's going to go for the grenades from below. We do see the smoke player, the mute player of Bart here playing on the main stairs, which could be, it is a massive power position as you can take off all of Bar side and obviously towards top floor. But with that SMG-11, it's going to be a hard position to hold.
I mean, yeah, I've always been favourite of this G11, but early gunfight could be coming out here from Jaeger, just stalling out here on that double door. Think across their perched, waiting for the push forward. Jaeger doesn't seem to be aware, but is going to just sit there and going to rotate there towards delivery and through into the kitchen. So lucky one there for Jaeger to get away, but Krogel seems to be aware as well. Jaeger really tentative here on this doorway, trying to swing out and find whatever he can.
Ooh.
And yeah, Krugel there finds the first pick there onto Jaeger. Maybe getting a bit overzealous there towards the delivery and kitchen side. He's going to find himself going down first. 1 minute 25 on the clock. 5v4 in favour of Ultrac, but map control still firmly in the hands of Humble Academy here.
Yeah, so we do see the beautiful Goyo here with that shotgun. He's going to be such a power position here. And we do see a lot of grenades coming on the side of Ultrac. They're trying to get rid of any sort of positions that Humble Academy players could be playing. Restaurant Shares here with the mute play is coming under a lot of pressure, but Castle is coming in back up here, watching that Geisha side, allowing for Bart to watch towards Bar, because we do know that Ultrac are pushing from the bottom stairs and the bottom floor area. The wall still hasn't been opened fully. I think it is a jump-in rotate hole here. Prophet's taken a lot of damage from the smoke there. Smoke canister being used one time to stop the push from backstairs. And Ultrac here are going to start to consolidate their push. 30 seconds left in the round. Echo's going to have to try and get rid of this castle here, punching furiously. Ultrac Esports are just taking damage after damage, small amounts of damage that will play them very hard within this round. We see the Osa there pushing towards backside here. Bart gets the first kill onto Korgel. That's the K gone. It's all coming down into this 8 seconds left here. It's going to be picks and picks. It's just popping off. There's no real sort of consolidation here from Ultrac. They've got 2 seconds left. They're leaving this way too late. Oh, a push here, and Humble Academy just take the win purely based off of time from this round. Ultrac are just not finding. They're getting the early positional play. They got into house quickly, but they're just taking way too much time. The Jaeger from Humble Academy playing below, although Korgel did get the early pick onto him, he wasted so much time. I think Ultrac Esports just were slow to push there. It was mainly a slow push on the side of Ultrac. That's all I really got to say towards that round. We do see a switch up here from Humble Academy after winning that round onto what could be assumed as the second most played site here on Skyscraper. Austin?
I mean, looking at that last round, like I said earlier, the map control really wasn't there for Ultrac. It doesn't matter what first pick you get, if you don't have the map control when you're looking to execute, it's gonna not really go in your favor. I mean, we saw the the full Geisha side being held there by Humble Academy. No attempts from Ultrac to even take control of that. Obviously, they tried to push up Black Stairs to no avail. I believe it was Bart or Nagura there just sitting prone with the SMG-11 on those main stairs, and that really was a thorn of the side for Ultrac. And obviously, round, it doesn't matter if you get the first pick, Humble gonna really just take the pick. And I believe we ended in actually, in fact, a 4v0 It's just how important the map control is. Exterior barbed wire there being placed on that vents wall, quite interesting. You know, obviously it does snap, but also if you're looking to run out as well, you will be thinking about that noise cue being made there as well on that barbed wire. So, you know, it kind of is a double-edged sword with that barbed. Obviously, again, if you are sitting deep and, you know, firm charges going off, it's very hard to hear that barbed press, but, you know, you will still hear, you know, a slight, you know, stutter of that barbed.
Yeah, and that barb's just in a good placement, as you were saying before, just allowing that sort of, it's almost sort of a deterrent for Ultra Esports to not have such an easy access to getting that wall hit. We do see Bar as well playing on those house stairs again. He likes stairs, Bar does. He's taking quite a lot of damage here though. Off an early pickoff, I think that was a grenade from below actually. Yes, it was. We have one of the attacking players here of the Thinker, who's taken bottom floor control. Austin, I think they are definitely going to push from below here and try and grenade a lot of players from Humble here.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously, I believe that nade actually was initially to get that Mew Gemma off that exterior wall here, so we see the bridge coming through there onto that desk. But, you know, the nades are definitely menacing from below. So with all the soft destruction on the floor, you know, you're never safe when it comes to these sites. However, Jaeger looking to take an early engagement here as well. Surely knows Gecko soft out, but is on pings here. Sure, so looking to be a bit better this round, not go down first. Almost caught there by Gecko. Just caught sleeping a little bit there on that window as he does make his way through there into delivery. Gonna pick up the Sledge. Sledge gonna T-Rex take the gunfire, but Struce is just better there. Profit going down first. Sledge, no impact made. 2 nades dying in pocket as well. Sorry, 1 nade dying in pocket as Gecko tries to refrag here onto Struce. So Struce is gonna play this desk here and he shouldn't peek at all. Just gonna really play out this time here. Gecko, all the work to do here from this window.
He can't get too aggressive. If Gecko's job here is to waste time, which he is doing perfectly. He's going to push up to his double chaw and try and get rid of Gecko on the Nomad. I was actually got quite confused there. Jay-Z gets to come onto Luke, and Gecko finally gets that frag onto Shoes. Bogle gets a beautiful wallbang there onto JC, so it is now a 3 versus 3 situation with 40 seconds left into the round.
And but look at the operators you have left. Smoke, 2 smokes in pocket. Echo, 2 drones still up here to deny this plant. 36 left clock is not ideal for these attackers. They really should be going for picks here, as you know, we just see here. Oh, getting a little bit, you know, tentative towards these stairs. Waiting to see if Gecko is in fact going to walk up. No idea to walk with shotgun. First smoke canister going to go out here, and this is going to be, you know, denying Gecko just even walking up these stairs. Splash can come through. Not going to get anything for his troubles there. 2 players here stacking up on this office bridge just to walk in. Stun going to come through there. Ian Pepper right now. Smoke going to smoke off the right of it. Echo going to look to push in here. Sizzy gets onto plant position. Refilled there by Krugel. Going to go down for Nugel from the rotate. Bart claims on for the snake. Krugel versus Bart. 1v1 situation. 1 second on the clock. Cruz can't plant here. And that's going to be a round going in favor of Humble yet again.
It all comes down to time.
It comes down to trades. It comes down to
Trades
really
at time, wasn't it? Yeah. Definitely that Jaeger playing on that bottom floor wasted, what was it, 30 to a minute of time from the side of Ultra. They were focusing too hard. Yes, they did get the kill, but when they got that kill, there was another 3 kills that came in at the same time, which put it down to a 3 versus 3 situation. They then, I think Ultra got, I don't know if it was scared is the word to use here, but what would be the word to be used there? They slowed down quite a bit, didn't they?
I mean, the thing is with Ultra right, okay, is you know, the operators they lost, you know, you use a sledge, you lose a nade, you know, the nade could be crucial there for, you know, you can pick the Echo from below, you can find a pickup there, just your player that's playing in our position. But, you know, I feel like what really delayed there was actually the fact that they didn't have stairway. They didn't have a foothold on the stairway. So, you know, obviously, when you're playing a shotgun on those stairs, it's really hard just to walk up. Obviously, stuns are coming free, but again, when there's a smoke canister, you can't walk up. You know, you're just stuck there. So, obviously, you know, they completely isolated Gecko in that round. You know, they basically forced the push in, the 2-man push from the breach. And after that happens, obviously, Echo and you know, Bart's job becomes so much easier just holding that 1 breach. Obviously, you know, we did see the trades come through, and eventually it was a 1v1. But you know, just too little left on that clock for, you know, Krugel to really find an engagement onto Bart. And you know, we do see Humble taking the second round, but you know, that smoke did a really good job there of just isolating Gecko and not letting him push up those stairs, and you know, causing an issue for Humble. You know, very good smoke play there. And obviously, again, we did see the Echo on the board as well. Yeah, so you know, the key operators you really want for that post plant to come through were, you know, on the board. And, you know, it really did play into Humble's hands.
He was definitely picking the right trays, and definitely that early aggression helped him out. But for this round, we do see a very, very hard top floor hold here. I think most of the players from Humble Academy are towards this top area. Yeah, we have 3 people on top, 2 on bottom. This site is definitely a top floor heavy. There's so much soft destruction verticality that can be played for this. If you hold that main stairs, if you hold into Disco and into Geisha, you pretty much secured the round. All you need at that point is to have at least 1 or 2 players playing on that site to prevent any sort of sneak plan that could come in. And obviously with Echo being on the board, that is also a massive help to this round and this hold, Austin.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look at the way that he's single trying to take it. They already have taken up into Drum, looking to push into Mezzy as well, and maybe take this cast back at the wall. But this is what Humble want. Humble want them to take them from this side. As you see the cast barricade being played, you see how they're playing this. They want them to challenge them from Drum. That's what they want Ultra to do, obviously. They have got Geisha Breach here onto Makeup, and they are going to try to double nade through. Isn't going to connect to him, but they have forced the player out there of Makeup, and they have forced him into deeper Karaoke, but still,
There's so many angles, isn't there, though?
Yeah, look at this. Krugel here, stuck on the door, smoke canister in place, Castle looking to peek it, but we will see Prophet there, taking that first pick, I believe, from inside the Drum there, onto Norgal. Smoke going down early here. Very good pick out, in fact. They're running first into the clock, there's a lot of time wasted for Ultra, and they haven't really even got a foothold here. Second pick up through the Stizzy. Ace getting active there. Struso going to be finding it down. Struso not really having much of an impact this round. Stizzy finding the second as well to Jay-Z here. Inside the T.
I mean, that is a Stizzy 2K there.
And
they have got one player on top floor. He's already gone, hasn't he?
Gecko taking ball, and this is now a 1v5 here. Going to find one there onto the stairs, but it's going to be a very hard job now. Andre Payne's going to come through. Looking to take the gunfight. Kugu looking to take the gunfight onto the window. Spraying through. Almost catches one. Andre taking it onto Luke here. Not an easy spot here for him. Well, Luke, with those 150 bullets, is going to just, take out Andre. This will be Ultra getting themselves on the board here.
It definitely came down to that Stizzy 2K, didn't it? On top floor, managing to get rid of that smoke player very early on to deny any sort of... Because the main job of that smoke there was to deny the player pushing in from backstairs. And that was done perfectly until he got his head taken off. And after that, Stizzy with the 2K just getting rid of any sort of defenders on the top floor, allowing Ultrac Esports to push in, use the vertical holes that were made from the side of Humble Academy against their own players. And in a 5 versus 2 situation, there's nothing they could do, Humble, there. So a nice, solid win for Ultrac. But now, Humble Academy have been able to go back to the start of their rotation here, going back to T-Room and towards Disco. We will see a Geisha hold, we will see that household that we saw last time. I think it will be very much similar to the last time they played on this top floor, the same sort of strat.
I mean, yeah, when it comes down to top floor, you just want to have as many angles as possible. When these attackers are pushing through here, you want to have so many angles you can swing them from that they just are unaware, almost get bamboozled, and they have to put a lot of effort into droning out and just isolating these ones. Also, if you're looking for an early run out here, I don't know what he's trying here, but he's just perched it on this hallway door. Might in fact be AFK here, Andrea.
No, I might be running for a run out. He could get easily picked off here.
I don't know, but no, he's gonna barricade the door. He's gonna, get back in there. Gonna recast it as well. Yeah, okay. But that cast barricade that he did just do there is gonna be completely tapped out. But they've gone 6 there of Profit on the Ana. One thing let's see is that let's see Strusko get a bit more activated here on this defense. Obviously, he hasn't had the best of luck in his roam games. Found the first pick the first round. No, sorry, found the first pick the second round. Hasn't really done much since. Obviously 3 rounds in now, 1 pick and 3. You're on that solo roam play. He's taking all these gunfights, but isn't having much success. He's gonna find himself right now in office looking to hold down from this, from this side of the map, as he has got support there. I believe that is Castle inside of Drum and smoke of Jay-Z there inside of Dragon. But Jones gonna be coming through here from Ultrek, looking to clear this bottom floor. Wide sweep. Strusko has made himself well, pretty much I believe he's unknown in fact right now towards delivery, and saying that the vertical holes there going both ways. So Andre gonna be taken out there, or taken down, sorry. Stizzy also now able to get the breach. They should know Strusko here. It seems like Krugel is aware he has 1 player here towards his bathroom side, but Geisha being breached yet again. Ultra's really good at getting this Geisha breach open early, but from then they tend to stall, in fact. But yeah,
there's no one really playing on their Geisha hold. As soon as they got the Geisha wall open, you saw no one was in there. So it's not a heavy push. They have got the player on towards main stairs, and Korgor's trying to watch for this flank. It is Struzzo who will be trying to get this flank on to Korgor. If he comes from the side he's coming in through, from reception, he could get a free pick onto Korgor playing in pantry. I mean, you see how close they are together. But you see Gecko as well pushing towards that bottom floor. I think he is on the drone. So if they do drone out Struzzo here, which according from the sounds, yes, and the yellow ping, you do see them droning him out there. So I don't think, as you said before, Struzzo will have a massive impact on the round. He has wasted 2 minutes going to this point. Luke gets a kill onto Andreas. That is the first pick of the round going out. Stacey gets a kill onto Bark with a beautiful headshot there. It's now a 5 versus 3 situation. Struzzy's just getting picks from different places. He's whiffing his shots there onto Luke, and Luke gets into engaged control. Prophet's playing from backstairs here. There's nothing that Ultra Esports have the ball into their game here. There's just a whiffing of shots there from both of the players here. What is going on? But Korgo gets the win just for the fact he has that 100 shots in that LMG. Prophet gets a kill onto Norgal, and Stacey's going to go down for the plant here. It's all up to Struzzo in a 1 versus 5 situation with flashing red HP at this point. He doesn't know where any of the players are. He doesn't even know where Plant's down. He does find the pre-fires there, but Luke just gets the easy kill onto Struzzo, and that is a flawless round from the side of Ultra Esports there.
I mean, you know, that round really just came down to karaoke execute. The execute from Ultra was very good down to karaoke. Obviously, we do see Andrea, taking heavy damage early on going down, and obviously that did play the hand to Luke just, picking up finally and finishing the job they started earlier. But, Ultra, they're really strong execute towards that karaoke, geisha side. Cutting the map in half effectively. I mean, when you are defending this drum side, if they do take karaoke, then you're effectively lost because you have to then immediately play retake positions, and that's not ideal. Obviously, they have the footholds inside of karaoke for this to stop this plant, but other than that, they're almost lost. And, we see that there. Struso completely locked outside of sight, left defending inside of drum in a 1v4 situation. Not ideal.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal. Humble Academy are trying to get around it. They haven't got around in they haven't got a win in 2 rounds now. And we will see him go back to the site that they won last. Now, will they do the same hold here, Austin, or will they go for a different hold? Considering how T-Room went.
I mean, based off operators alone, it seems like they are going for a very similar style of hold, obviously, with Rooney coming through here. But, this round really does come down to, I believe, how well these attackers can negate these stairs. These office stairs. If they can take these stairs here, Blacktop, and they can get up here into the desk towards, Armory side, yeah, they will have a better opportunity to win this round, obviously, because last time we saw Bart and Nogal, they just isolated Gecko. Gecko wasn't allowed to push up those stairs, and it came down to a rush. And when there's a 3-on-2 and you just push a breach, it's a lot easier to hold that. But you have to wait and see.
Definitely, we will see the same sort of strat coming out though. Struso's going to have an influence on this bottom floor here, because you want to stop the players from Ultrac here getting rid of your mute jammers, because that's the only thing that's preventing that double wall from getting open. The first one is going to get here, and Struso's just going to get absolutely deleted off this earth by Prophet, and that is the Jaeger gone again. And it's already a player down here for the side of Humble Academy. That bottom floor roam is already negated. We do have JC pushing down from restaurant stairs, and I believe it is Bar on the bottom of house stairs as well. Yeah, as you see him. That's the Sledge actually, who's playing towards that bottom house lobby side. So he will try and stop the flank from JC here.
I mean, yeah, Struso being picked up, 5 rounds in a row now, not really having any impact whatsoever on this roam game. Maybe time to switch up a little bit here from the side of Humbles. Needs to try something new. Gecko, Prophet's trying to pick another one. Jay-Z, they're going to be caught unaware. Prophet just pushing through that delivery door, and that's a freebie for him there. But now looking to hold these stairs. This danger stations right now for Humble. I mean, we see 1 minute 24 on the clock. 2 players down. As I say, that Prophet finds a third now. Bart going down as well. Vert angles being held exceptionally. 2v4 here. 2v5, sorry, in fact, for Echo and Smoke here to deal with. Obviously, the operators, you kind of want the situation, but 1 minute 11, not enough time to really delay it in effect. Trisha are going to come through there, going to spot out Echo. Echo needs to make a play here, needs to find a pick. Isn't going to get one on this run out, though. Don't think so. No player going to be offering themselves up. Very good discipline from Ultra, just looking to drone, looking to find out and isolate these gunfights. Echo and Smoke very split here. They can't really double up here. Looking just to try and find individual picks if they can get them. Noggle trying to swing these stairs with a shotgun. Needs to find this very quickly. Gonna swing out here. Gonna find one though. Andrew gonna do a bit of diligence there. 1 player down on the ground. 2v4 in effect. Obviously gonna be picked up there by the Finker. Finker huge here. Luke punishes Andrea there for not finishing off his dinner. 1v4 here. 1v5 sorry for Nalgro. Right now inside of Dragon. Looking to peek the angles. Luke almost finds him. Pushing through here. Finds a nice shot there to Luke though. Revenge kill there. Prophet though. 4K in the round. Pushing through there. Gonna find the pick onto Dragon from Nagro. 3-2 here. Ultrac, complete, reversal of rounds here. They need to change up what they're doing here, Humble. Obviously, Struso not having the best effect on the roam. Jay-Z neither really.
I think Struso definitely needs to change up his roam game here. He's getting picked off way too early. The drones, it's a massive difference between this game and the last game we saw in the minor. There's a lot more droning coming out from both the sides. I mean, the Ultrac Gaming, they knew exactly where each of those roamers were, and that just made Prophet get such easy kills at the start of the rounds. As soon as they got the bottom floor players out of the way, they can go to work on the vertical play, consolidate their forces, in which they did, and allow for an easy push back onto the site. Humble have gone for the exact same site again, which is Army Office. They need to change up either their strategy or their players playing on how their players play, really. Will they have the 2 roamers we saw last time and the 3 on site? Because it's always coming down to Andrea and Norgal as the last 2 players alive, and they can't really do much, Austin, can they, in a 2 versus 5 situation? Maybe, I think the limit for that is a 2 versus 3 there.
I mean, I would never put a limit on things. Obviously, everything's possible inside a siege. But when it comes down to a minute 44 left on the clock, as we saw last round, 2v5 staring down the barrel, it's very hard to do, anything in that situation. Obviously, we almost saw Andrea find a pick. If not for Finker, he would have probably found one. And, we did see Nagro find one at the end. But, like he said, it's almost impossible to win that situation with that much time left on the clock unless, Ultrac do throw here. Struso getting a bit aggressive onto this window. Not going to jump out, though, or make a play here. It's getting tentative, though. However, all players here towards vent, so he's not going to get anything for it. They have negated this bottom floor roam there. They're not going to look to contest the entry, as I believe they have probably discussed, and Struso knows he isn't making the impact, so he's going to look to play elsewhere here and maybe get activated in this game. They will find this Mute, though, I believe, pretty early on. This is, again, Mutant already having the biggest impact in this game, as you would expect. With the amount of bottom floor pressure you can apply with these nades, Mute is rarely stay on for long, and that's going to be the nade coming through, and that's Mute is now gone on that wall, allowing the breach to come through. Echo in a pretty safe spot right now. However, I am interested to see if they droned him out, they could maybe even chuck a nade up through that vertical play there and maybe even find him. If they
That's definitely a big part of this map, isn't it? It's the verticality that you can play off. The problem with players like Echo or Valkyrie, well, Valkyrie's banned at the moment, but you get what I mean. Krogel is grenade himself there, so coming back to hurt himself, a little bit of ease in the chat there. But as I was going on to, operators that rely on sitting still can definitely be grenaded from below here. We do see pings coming out. I'm assuming that was supposed to be for the... What was that, for the mute that was there? I'm guessing it even though it was gone before. We do see the thermites coming out here. Austin, will the push come soon?
I mean, you have to assume so. I mean, if there's a time to do it, it's not exactly now, though. Obviously, air jab coming through. Almost Prophecy getting a nice walk on through the floor there off the air jab ping. But another air jab going to come through here. Trying to just push part of this corner. Obviously, shotgun in hand on these stairs is a nightmare to push up. I mean, the ball is actually in Humble's court right now. 59 seconds on the clock. Less control on the floor. Obviously, walls both breached. So they have their push options inside of the site. Luke is going to do some final drone work here. Going to find the shield. You're going to ping out all these defenders he can find. Echo drones could come into effect here. 45 on the clock, obviously. Free pocket. Smoke really needs to start smoking this breach now to, you really could play, actually, to the hand attack here. With the smokes being to come through the hole. Smoke, they're going to be laying prone. Stun's going to come up. But Key here needs to find this kill here onto Prophecy. Prophecy's just waiting, trying to eagerly take this pick. Struso here to back up Bart on these stairs. Going to find the Echo drone though. That's a big piece of utility going down there. 2 seconds on the clock. Bart needs to come through soon. Obviously, if Ultrac want to try and pressure this round, win this through 4-2. Smoke's going to come through onto these stairs. Swinging now from Struso. Bart going to go huge with a shotgun, and that's everyone. 4 kills. Flurry massively just coming through there for Humble.
They had the setup. Ultrac Esports had the setup they wanted. They got it quite early on. They managed to get in below, get the grenades onto the mute jammers. When who was it? Who was Kroger who grenaded himself there? It started to slow down a lot, especially when you've got 20 seconds left. You have Bart with the shotgun playing on the main stairs. You have fast fire rate weapons on the breach. I don't think Ultrac Esports, especially with that time, there's nothing you can really do there, Austin, is there?
I mean, yeah, I feel like they delayed. They stalled out quite a relative amount on the push there, but I feel like all power there really has to go to Bart holding those stairs. Obviously, you know, without Bart there with that shotgun, they push straight up and they, you know, they take a one on Struso. You know, best case scenario, they trade it. But, you know, Bart there with a shotgun is, you know, massive for them. It comes out huge, double kill there. But, you know, I feel like this is the second time now. Obviously, you know, we watched the minor game.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but, you know, thinkers just naded themselves. Thinkers like to nade themselves. You know, we saw
them dying very early on as well. That's
Yeah.
another big thing that happens a lot in this league.
yeah, I mean, thinker, bro.
I need to ask you a question about Humble Academy here. The sledge going off onto the book, especially for this site, that is definitely a wise decision, I think you could say.
I mean, I don't know about wise. Obviously, Castle not in play. I mean, again, subjective really. What you consider here, what you want to take. I mean, if they do want to play this vert heavily, but again, you know, they are sacrificing nades for that. You know, buckshot. Obviously, Ayana not on the board either. It's Zofia taken instead. Obviously, LMG is, you know, huge in meta right now. But you know, the buck is always interesting when it comes down to Skyscraper because of the amount of verticality you can play. Obviously, you do surrender the nade to that, but stuns as well are still very useful. But, you know, two nades.
Especially with Jaeger.
Two
You can
nades.
definitely burn a lot more. Yeah, as you were saying, 2 grenades, 3 flashes and 4 smokes. Now smokes, maybe they could go for a quick plant here. I'm guessing that's the idea that's coming out of Humble, especially if you look at E-Track's gadgets, secondary gadgets there. 2 shields and only 1 nitro cell. So if they were to go for a quick play here, Humble, they could definitely pull it off.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it does look, as we're seeing right now, they are going to be going for a Dragon side. Executors, drones do come through. They're going to spot a Gecko. Gecko actually going to miss his opportunity there. Oh, Gecko, buddy.
Oh, no.
That's not ideal. That's not ideal. I mean, drone's going to go for free. You really need to find that drone. However, Krugel, as I said, that punishes Bart down below. That's going to be first pick going to Ultrac. Ideal start for their defense there. Going to just, you know, Bart just on the lurk there. A bit unaware. And Struso, no position to refrag. The attack looking very different from Humble right now. You know, very quite, you know, quite disconnected, quite, you know, split in favor. But they will start the vert play here. You know, Krugel on these house stairs here can maybe go for a challenge. Gecko feeling pressure now as well from this T side. Gonna be going on Drone here. Should spot him out. Drone does just see a clip, I believe, of Gecko there on those stairs. And Krugel, as I said, that finds a second onto Struso. Struso 1 and 6 right now, not having the impact you'd ideally want from your entry. And as I say that, he's gonna fall again. Humble really looking lost here on this attack. Don't really know what they want to do here, as it seems. You know, they have this Dragon Control now firmly in hands, but you know, looking to swing. That's a good shot there from Jay-Z there onto Profit through that Dragon Wall. Gecko though still in position here to deny this pusher. Obviously, you know, you take one, but the man count's still in favor of Ultrac right now. Obviously, Smoke's still on the board, Warden's still in play. Or Rooney gets up, and Andrea though will find Stizzy 3v3.
It is that similar push where they do 3 positions through the breach, through bottom floor reception, and 1 player pushing from the drum side. So we'll see how these execute plans out here. We have 1 Dragon. I think he's going to go through that breach here. But I think the main player is definitely going to be Krogel here, who's going to have to deny any sort of push. It's coming down to the last 20 seconds here. They are pushing up house stairs. Andrea gets another kill onto Luke. She's already in sight here. What's going to happen here? As we said, it's all up to Krogel. Andrea gets a kill onto Krogel. The plan's going down. It's all up to Gecko with that beautiful, beautiful kill there from the LMG. And the defensive side just got shut out there from the attack.
Well, I mean, honestly, Ultrac's starting off really well here. Sorry,
Definitely.
Humble's starting off really well on their attack. So 4-3, obviously, it didn't look ideal at the start. Obviously, with you know, we see Krogel picking up 2 picks there pretty early on the Aruni, but obviously things come to fruition, and we just see, you know, Andrea go huge on that Twitch. The F2, a desirable weapon for sure. I love the F2. It's such a good gun. And you're looking just to take the entry battles. You know, it's so hard to lose with it. It's so hard to lose with it. I mean, you know, I don't know, but you know, we will see. We will see Ultrac here attempt to, I believe, Observer. Well, Observer.
Yeah.
They're gonna hold T and karaoke now. So yeah, T and karaoke.
We're going to say go back to the same site now. I was going to be like, ooh.
Well, you know, Alibi in play. Alibi is an operator, obviously, since the 1.5 been added. Major favorite.
Alibi, I in yesterday's stream, I called Alibi. This is basically what Alibi is. It's a weapon. There's so many better ops you can use that have a shield. I think Alibi is mainly played for her gun. I mean, her primary gadget, if you're at this level, you're not going to be fooled by the Alibi. Let's be honest.
I mean, I still feel like the alibi gadgetry does allow some intel. You know, it gives you a bit. You know, if you are going to put on, for example, a doorway they need to spray through, or you know, you're going to put it, you know, on a common head hole. Then you know, you might get a bit of utility from it. But again, as you said, the 1.5 and the MX4 Storm is absolutely disgusting. It shreds. It shreds.
She's a gun. She's a gun. That is her operator. If they were going for the shield, which I think they were supposed to looking to go for, yeah. But if they wanted a different op, there's so many other options. As I said, I mean, there's the Echo. There's just so many better options than the alibi. So I'm looking for Prophet to be on the road here. The first kill coming out from Luke though onto Strusso, and that's the buck gone off the board. That is all the soft destruction gone. I don't think, there's no one else. Sophia?
I count that as fire opening deaths now for Strusso. Really struggling to get into this game.
1 and 7 at the moment.
Yeah, so, not good for your entry. Luke finding a free pick there from, you know, the Geisha Hatch. Oh, as well, not really in this game either. 4 and 4, you know, still needs to get activated already. Prophet, though, however, things we said about him 6 and 5 right now. Whereas Luke 5 and 4, Krugel 6 and 3. You know, these are, you know, Ultrac having a better time getting into the game on specific players. You know, whereas, you know,
all sort of even, aren't they?
Yeah, Humble pretty bored here, but you know, not ideal. I mean, see, I say, like, full one. Fool me once, fool me twice, shame on you. No, but, you know, and Bart gonna be pinged there as well. Obviously, Krugel may have be off into and, you know, challenge down these black stairs, but you know, advantage is in favor of Ultrac. So I doubt they will be looking to take a challenge. They just want to, you know, hold these spots, hold these positions.
It depends if the Twitch can pop off again, because didn't the Twitch get 4K last round?
I don't believe so. I don't believe it's
4 or 3K. It was a lot of kills last round, so definitely can be a massive advantage if Humble ping. If Humble, I think the main thing they need to do here is drone out the opposition, see where they're playing. Ooh, smoked Stizzy there, taking a lot of damage. Not an ideal push there. Not an ideal way to go into this round, as both 2 players on the side of Ultrac, make that 3 players on the side of Ultrac are very low. Corkwood does get a kill onto Bart though for his troubles, and that is the thinker gone. So that is any sort of healing ability on the side of Humble here, out of the window. Ooh, Andrea getting a kill onto Luke.
Activate on the Twitch here. See what he can do this round. However, it goes down immediately back to Stizzy. Good trade there on the karaoke breach. Obviously sitting, ratting in that corner. I don't think they're aware of him. Jay-Z here knows he's being challenged from 2 angles. Trying to take 3 fights, so once as it seems, as you know, we will just see Gecko just hold out and wait on this drum side. Norgal quite far away, so Prophecy again challenged him there, getting a bit of damage there. Unlucky to not find the head. Jay-Z, Gecko finds Norgal right now, he's looking to swing ahead. Gecko should find a double, and he will do. Gecko finishing out that round there for Ultrac. You know, we're going to see a 4-4 coming through here. Both teams 8 rounds in.
Yeah, a beautiful 2K to finish off that round for Gecko. And Ultrac Esports, definitely a round they deserved. It was well played, well executed. They got the kills they needed to prevent one single push from the side of Humble. Humble Academy was sort of, when the kills came in, very split off. You had Andrea, who was in the Geisha, and you had the player of Norgal, who was on the sort of main stairs. So you can't really react together at that point, can you? You have to take, as we saw from the Observer, Norgal had to take 3 gunfights at once, and you can't communicate where you're going to push together with Andrea there, as it's probably going to be a massive mess of callouts in their comm chat.
I mean, yeah, when you lose first pick on Skyscraper, especially for, you know, it is always a nightmare. Like, it's so hard to really take a foothold on that map. You know, you want to have 5 men to, you know, really, you know, dictate the split push and dictate what you want to, you know, achieve in that round. And obviously a buck going down as well, no soft breach being made, no players forced out of position. You know, there's no pressure coming through from that vertical play. It's very easy for Ultrac just to sit there and wait. You know, we see, I believe it was, you know, Stizzy sitting there on that karaoke breach, just ratting in the corner. No intel coming through, obviously, because, you know, why would you re-drone that? You know, you have Geisha control, but you don't have time to drone. You know, it's a 3v4. You know, you're all in engagements. You can't drone that. So, you know, he just rats there, sits, finds a free pick. Trade immediately. You know, you have the ability to play the trade game once you take that first pick.
I think definitely if you're on the defensive side, you can play that trade game, as in the end, Humble have to push to you. So if you can get that initial pick, which is untraded, the rest of the kills you can trade off. As long as you trade off every kill, you're going to win that round 100% of the time, because you have that man advantage from the start. But talk about this round, Ultrac Esports have gone for the exhibition here, and we do see Breach getting a very early, opened up very early into the round here, and they did manage to get that sidewall with it.
I mean, that's why you breached the far side of the
Yeah.
wall. It's you know, it's a bit like a, how do I put this? You know, like the old Oregon, we used to breach the wall to get the hatch at the same time.
Yeah.
The impact you do, that's like that. You know, you know, you're 2 for the price of 1.
Is that a smart idea though? Because that wall can obviously make for long angles if you're playing in that split area that we see.
As I said, that's Struso getting active now, finds one to Profit. Profit being one of the highlight players here for Old. You know, they're looking to push and clear the shield. Gecko needs to get active here. Gonna find Struso. Gonna get away with it as well. No trade coming from Jay-Z. I believe he had a stun in hand right there.
Blind, yeah.
Kruger as well finds ball on the other side of the map. Not going good for Humble right now. They have breach, but that's about it. Jay-Z here looking to push the drum. Take a challenge here. Luke, Gecko, and Stizzy all just holding back here inside the site. They get the picks, they move. They get the pick, they move. There's no need to contest further. Norgal here looking to take a challenge onto window. Almost take some shots back there. Gonna dodge out of the way though.
That could be very dangerous from Andrea though. She's on the site position here, and if any player from Ultrac Esports decides to push around or push too far out, that could be a free kill here from the Twitch. And you have Jay-Z here pushing the backside of that split. I actually believe Andrea's in lounge. Yes, she is. She's pushed through onto site, so they have some sort of control here from HMBLE Academy that Ultrac Esports are not pushing back against. You do see the Jaeger there trying to push on towards where Andrea is, but I don't know if they actually know she's towards site. The drone does come in from the cam spot. Jay-Z gets the kill onto Luke, and he's looking for that second kill onto Gecko. He does get the dance. That's a 2k from Jay-Z there. Sissy gets a kill onto Andrea. Korga gets it back onto Jay-Z. So it is a 1 versus 2 situation. He is going for the plant here because we all know foes do not fake. The diffuser gets down, but it's taking a lot of damage from the smoke there. Going down to 10 HP there. Spending way too long in that smoke. Down Stizzy. It's all up to a 1 versus 1 situation against Korgel. Norgal managed to hop out of that window and onto the balcony, but that leaves Korgel able to get the res back onto that player. All they need to do now is stop or peek at the same time here. Stizzy's going to open the back door up, and Korgel's going to go for the diffuser. He needs to push, but Stizzy gets the headshot onto Norgal, and that is a round for defense, and Ultrac Esports go 5-4 up.
I mean, that was almost very dangerous there for Ultrac. The way they let Humble take into lounge, the way they let Humble get in onto site. We see the smokes playing a massive part of that, but still, you know, I feel like if Norgal does in fact find the kill, sorry, not Norgal, sorry, if Krugel does in fact, Norgal, sorry, if Norgal finds the pick onto Krugel,
I'm just saying, go down.
The names are so similar. If Norgal finds a pick onto Krugel, they're on the thermite, and in fact, Krugel doesn't get downed, I think that run goes a different way. Because
it's a 1
he plays
versus 1.
so passive on that breach, and, you know, he's just forced digits to swing.
You get a drone out, you can literally just watch that diffuser, can't you? You just play around the 90, so if they push out a breach, they can't get a kill. And all you have to do is run with your pistol to get there a lot quicker, leave it to the last 7 seconds. Because if you don't force the players to go on the last 7 seconds, you automatically win the round. It doesn't even matter if they kill you.
I mean, yeah, basic siege.
Basic siege. Basic siege strats with Pyro and Austin. We are going to a bottom floor. No, that wouldn't go well. We don't make a YouTube series out of that, do we? Let's not be doing that. But we are going to go towards the bottom floor here for Ultrac into Barbecue and Kitchen, trying to secure their match point here, and which will be very important. Just remember, if you do need a reminder of the community and staff vote, Ultrac Esports are technically the underdogs here. They are bottom of the leaderboard, and HMBLE Academy are on top. So if they do manage to win against HMBLE Academy, that will send out a massive message to the rest of the major league here.
I mean, yeah, an upset is always, you know, on the cards when you look into any talent league game, you know? Like, coming into the Skyscraper especially as well, it's a map that can go either way very quickly and very easily. You know, if you're a major division team, you're expected to be able to show that you can compete in any capacity whatsoever. You know, Humble obviously being a bit shocked by Ultrac. They are showing, in fact, that Ultrac are comfortable when they want to play this map, you know?
Definitely.
Especially from the defenses we've seen so far as well, from Ultrac.
It has been an amazing defensive push here from Ultrac, and that is the first of the 2 OSHA shields already down. But an impact wasted on Krugel. If you're Krugel here, will you get rid of that OSHA shield again? Never mind, you just Nitro. Stizzy with a beautiful Nitro onto that Osa. That's already one man down as we see it from the window there from Karaoke. Andrea just gets the kill onto the Prophet with that amazing F2. And they actually have control of Geisha here. But they have the wall open, but I think it's only that Malusi player playing towards top floor here.
I mean, what we do see here though is we see 2 C4s in pocket from Ultra.
Yeah.
Deny. Obviously, we do see, you know, I believe that's Gecko playing towards the drum side, but you know, even still, the denial was huge.
They can link up together, can't they?
Yeah. But we do see foothold here. I believe that is. Who is that towards the top? I think that's Jay-Z there towards the top. And as I said, that's Struso, Gecko. Oh, unlucky for Struso there. Didn't have the intel. Gecko finds the first. Jay-Z though, finding a nice wallbang down to Krugel inside a T. Looking to take another fight there onto Gecko, but Gecko's just better there. Jay-Z goes down. Straight up there. Nice clean shot from Gecko. We do see the immediate rotate from Nogel. Trying to hunt down this player, but Andrea too quick for it. Drops from Drum. 2v2 here. Still winnable for Humble. Obviously, one player still below. Obviously, Luke holding the site, and you know, Stizzy, I believe, is down below as well. So
yeah, both on site.
Job for Humble to do here to clear the site.
Bar.
No, Luke is playing this very deep roam, very deep lurk here. Drone is gonna miss drone there. Luke gonna get away. This could play disaster for Humble if Luke goes unchecked yet again.
Especially Norgal here. He's walking right in the sight line.
Gonna walk right in here. Gonna want to get this breach down, but is completely unaware of where Luke is. Luke gonna pop up. Gonna swing.
Oh!
Gets down. But
What?
Andrea finds Luke. Stizzy now all to do here. 1v2 for Ultrac. You have to hit those shots. Gonna push through here. Stizzy in the smoke. No C4 to deny. Used it earlier with the skill pop. Gonna
What?
No! There to cover.
How close was that? That was milliseconds. Just through the falling body of the teammate. The Twitch gets the kill. Humble Academy manages to come away with that round, put it to 5-5. But what a close round it was, Austin. I'm still blown away. Two points where that could have gone any way.
I mean, I feel like that all comes down then. I hate to say it, but to Luke. If Luke hits those shots, that round is in the books for Ultrac. It's in the books, you know, Ultrac.
Oh, and that would have been 6-4 as well. Match point pressure on Humble.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Luke played perfectly on that lurk. You know, avoided the drone, plays up towards the table, pops up, and just, you know, misses the shots. And what do we see? We see Andrea and, you know, Norgal. Both guns come up, and well, the rest is history, I guess.
Oh, I feel so bad for Ultrac there, but they have to move on here. It's 5-5 at this point. Now, all they need is 2 rounds in a row. Obviously, on defense, it's a lot easier, and we are going back to Tea Room and Karaoke here. So, will we see a Geisha hold, or will we see what we've been seeing for quite a while? A shield on Shrine, a shield in towards Drum Room, and holding more towards that house side. We do see from the outlines of Humble Academy where they are going to push, which is going to be Geisha and that house side. Hatch being opening Geisha though. Is that normal for Ultrac Esports? Are they planning to do a bottom floor roam?
I mean, yeah.
Obviously, they have no nitros.
I mean, Luke found Struso first round through the hatch, early pick.
Yeah.
So you know, it's what they've been doing every single round here for this hold. Newell does going to come up here. He's going to find Geisha Breach free. No mute jammer there. Obviously, mute not even in play for this side of Ultrac. So that breach is going to be relatively free. Both teams just opted to breach Geisha as early as possible, as we've seen both times. Obviously, with that very much as you do get both walls as well into drum. Holding down below that early gunfight here. For Krugel, not going to find anything with it, but his position now is known inside this barbecue area. One player has worked his way in there. Going to find the shots, but going to get absolutely smoked there by Krugel. What a good shot.
They had drones on him as well. I mean, you saw the 2 drones there. They destroyed them both, but Krugel is just saying, oh no, I'm better. I mean, he's 10-4 at this point. Now Struso is going to push into bottom floor. So they do have the bottom floor control they need. And that Sledge was, if you remember back to a couple of rounds ago, he was picked off very early. So maybe this round for Humble Academy, the Sledge can make a difference. Can Struso manage to get a lot of vertical presence here? Andrea's taking a lot of damage from a pre-fire there. From a position, I think they should have droned there and knew there's someone playing behind it. But she's going to look to rotate through drones and get a free pick onto Gecko there. I don't know if she still knows there's one towards Shrine area. And obviously that head high hole is going to be such a problem, Austin.
mean, yeah, Luke is looking to peek here, challenge into this window, but obviously they have the Geisha wall breach. They have a safe entrance, well, relatively safe entrance in terms of when you consider that Head Holes, obviously Drum's still going to be able to contest. But as I say that, comes to haunt me. Profit, going to contest it from Drum, going to find Andrea. Looking for more though, he knows that Norgal is in and around that area. He's going to peek here onto Drum, trying to refrag into Prophecy, but you know, they've cleared the side. Well, as I said, that Krugel going to find one, but Struso does refrag. 2v3. Stizzy finds Struso on the refrag there perfectly. Norgal going to push up here into Prophecy, but Prophecy finds ahead. This is Ultrac here pushing onto match point.
And as I said, Alibi is a gun. The MX4 Storm is such a good gun with that 1.5 scope. And just the long angles, the pressure from below, the fact that Malusi of... Who is it? Who was on Malusi? It was Prophet, wasn't it? Who got that kill? Krogel. Was it Krogel who got the kill on the bottom floor, which he really shouldn't have got, which all made it towards Ultrac Esports round. And now they are 6-5 up on a map which is favoured towards the defensive side, going to Exhibition and Office, which we saw. They have got the smoke here, but do you know what is an interesting pick that I do see on the side of Ultrac here? That Warden.
I mean, I feel like Warden now, so in terms of attacker repick, is always a safe pick. You know, like Warden, there is a chance, obviously, especially for this Office side, that they will be going for that smoke plant. Obviously, we see, you know, Fer might bring in smokes, Twitch bringing smokes.
Oh,
you know, it is expected to come through. You know, Jaeger as well. Well, mine not really being in play for this Office side, you know, is to be expected. You don't really need that denial, considering, you know, the attacks we've seen.
Yep.
You know, 4 nades, 2 nades in play. You know, 4 nades at max, really. So, you know, the Wamai not opting to be brought here. Obviously, they have played it previously on the character side where they want to hold these, you know, more so shields. But for here, they don't really opt to bring it. You know, they don't even opt to, you know, they bring 1 shield, effectively, and that always goes towards the, towards Geisha side. Not towards Geisha side, towards
Shrine,
Dragon
isn't
side,
it?
sorry.
Yeah, top
Apologies.
Shrine. Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, Vigil and Vigil taking a interesting pick here. This is the first time I've seen Vigil in this map. Krogel as well. You can't blame him. 11-5, really feeling himself, obviously, evidently here. Gonna actually look to do a better job than Struso here. Gonna be holding this delivery area to stop this push in from below. You know, both teams actually, in fact, opting to clear this below space to get the vertical. Obviously, Struso on the buck, you need it really. You won't have any impact whatsoever. As Krugel, Norgal, sorry, I keep getting these guys mixed up here. They're such similar names. Gonna work out his way onto the breach here. Prophet, is he trying to bandit trick? He is in fact trying to bandit trick, and that is why Krugel is playing below on that Vigil to assist his friend and bandit here on this wall.
You wanna be careful though, as that, there is a you see the actual window there below.
Oh, Prophet just gonna miss the
yeah.
opportunity there, and there we go. Breach come through. Bandit having no utility, and also gonna take a lot of damage to a nade from below. Tier on the edge of that hatch can drop if he needs to, but Krugel still holding deep here from inside of.
Ooh. I thought that was actually a wallbang
Yeah.
there. Stizzy taking a little bit of damage.
Coming through from Jay-Z, yeah, from below. These nades coming into good effect right now from Humble. Obviously, 1 nade left though. You know, no kills coming through. Profit relatively low, and Stizzy taking a bit of chip damage there from that nade. Another nade going to come through. Not going to net anything. All nades used up here from Humble.
Do you think that's a bit
really
early though,
player.
for the grenades? I think it's
Grenade,
a bit early on into the round.
When you're looking to take early here into key, no, the carry. Sorry, my man's got a blank here, but
Office.
into Office, yeah. Apologies, into Office. You know, you want to be taking, you know, these nades because as I said, that Prophet does find one into Andrea, even though he's low HP, he's not down yet. He's still very much in the game. Gonna find one into Andrea. Twitch going down. Andrea having a big impact on these attack rounds. Not gonna be present this round though. Minute 17 left on the clock. The attackers all the work to do. 2 breaches, obviously both open. The one thing they have going for the Ultrac, very pinned down right now. So Luke steps out there onto Struso. Struso really having issues getting to this game. 3 and 11 dead every single round as of yet, except for 1. Smoke gonna come onto the breach. This is looking very dire right now for Humble. Ultrac looking to pressure. Map point 5v3. Humble with it all to do.
I mean, look at the positions that Ultrac Esports have. You have multiple people in Dragon. You have multiple people towards the side where the split is by drums, as we see here from Krogel. Now, if you're Humble here, you have to push into side. But Stizzy still has another entire smoke grenade, so it's going to come towards those last 20 seconds left for the push. And there's still a 5 versus 3 situation. It's looking very dire for Humble Academy here. Bart's going to push in here, taking a lot of damage from the smoke, but he has the red ping onto where the actual smoke player is playing. But does he know where the Vigil is playing? No, he does get the kill onto Stiggy, Prophet gets a kill onto Norgal, and JC gets a refag. It's a 2 versus 2 situation here. What has happened to Ultrac Esports? Bart's just pushed in, he's been down there, it's now a 2 versus 1 situation. Jay-Z's going to come around, he has no adrenal surges, and that is it. Ultrac Esports wins this map and from the underdog situation takes a 1-map lead, securing their 1 point for this series.
I mean, to be honest with you, that's actually a relatively massive shock. To be honest, obviously, with the standings showing that Humble are in fact in first place, but then also that is Humble's map.
Yeah, more
That's
importantly,
Humble's map that Ultra have just literally walked up and just stomped. They've just said, this is ours. This is our map now.
Yeah.
They just said no. They've just said no. They played the just say no card in Monopoly. It's just not. It's not ideal.
gets out of jail
It's not
free.
ideal. Get out of jail free. It's like a. Ultra have really showed that they can compete, and that's a very good map from them. All things considered.
The only problem I have is being their map choices. Maybe Humble Academy picked it as they would think, oh, no, maybe they don't have any strats. Maybe we'll pick this sort of untested map. And obviously it's backfired for them. And Ultra Esports take a 1-0 lead. And we will be going into Clubhouse as the next map. And that is Ultrac's pick. So from the side of Ultrac, Austin, are you looking for them to secure these 3 points here, considering it is that map? Or are you leaning towards what I said, as is Humble pick that as a one-off map? And maybe they are also very strong on maps like Clubhouse and Oregon, as you expect most T3, T4 teams to be.
I mean, to be honest with you, right, it's kind of like up in the air Clubhouse. Obviously, we just sent Ultrac there, take this map here, and this is Humble's map pick. Ultrac now have chosen to play Clubhouse. Obviously, Clubhouse being a bit more mainstream, been in the comp pool for so long now. Comp pool since it even existed is one of the longest living comp pool maps we've seen in the entirety of Siege. So you would expect every single team at this level to be able to play Clubhouse very well to some extent, and if not, you ban it. So both teams happy to evidently go to Clubhouse, right?
Yeah,
As you
obviously. It just depends on how each team plays Clubhouse. Maybe Ultrac Esports, that is their favourite map, and which is why they pick. So I'm definitely looking forward for Ultrac Esports to be playing on this map. And I want to see a rebuttal here, a rejuvenation of Humble Academy. They need to get this 1 point if they're going to go in for the victory into the majors.
Anyway, we're gonna go to a quick break here between the maps. Clubhouse coming up next.
against Humble Academy against Ultrac Esports. First game, what a beauty. 7-5 to Ultrac Esports. Austin.
I mean, yeah, the unexpected result coming through there. Obviously,
Yeah.
Ultrac heavily disfavored in terms of,
you could say that.
staff and then community a bit more, but obviously community, we all know, tends to come down to popularity, but, even still, it's a shock. Humble's map going to go the favour of Ultrac, and we need to see Humble now can't take this map to really have a chance of keeping the top of these standings. If not, Ultrac could be looking at a massive points increase. Obviously, 1 point already secured because they got the first map. Humble will have to hope the best for a draw here.
Yeah, they need to go for a draw here. But as we said, it's Ultrac's map, and that map, to remind you guys, is Clubhouse. So for the second time on this stream, let's go to Clubhouse for this map. Assuming all the players are ready, which I'm not sure they are yet, but we could talk a little bit more about last round. Yeah, as we said, Ultrac definitely were the underdogs. They managed. It was a lot of back and forth that game. I definitely think, Austin, it was a lot of we win 2 rounds, they win 2 rounds, Ultrac win another round, then Humble. It all just came down to that last, when it was 5-5, that Ultrac won 2 rounds in a row on their defense.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was very back and forth siege. Neither team really pulling ahead. Obviously we saw the 3-3 split come through, and then obviously from there, Ultrac and Humble they back and forth. But to say that, we are getting into the map here. Clubhouse, Humble Academy on the attack first. They did in fact choose this attack, so we want to see them be explosive out the gate here. Bans gonna be coming through as well. I'll talk you through those. First ban, I'm definitely expecting a Maverick or Thatcher or Hibana.
Maverick, I was saying we're gonna have the same as last time. Maverick, Thatcher, Mirror, and maybe Cade. They could go Valkyrie.
I mean, yeah, Thatcher off the board, yet again. Thatcher's so influential, makes things so much easier. Easy siege with Thatcher, What's all this Maverick tricking your wall? You just, throw a Thatcher MP down, put a firm charge on, done. Bish, bash, bosh, as people like to say from the UK.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Going to come through. Hibana.
We saw that in the first game, didn't we?
Yeah, Hatches not really ideal. If you're going to be playing this bottom floor, you want to have these hatches closed as long as possible. Impact tricking a Barnet is a nightmare. Impact tricking an ace on the other hand, or impact tricking a tin can opener, as I like to call them, or hard breach charges, so much easier. A Barnet off the board. Ban going to come through as a defense ban. Okay. Expected. I mean, pretty boring as far as things considered. Thatcher off the board, you don't want Cade in play. Obviously, makes your life 100 harder. And again, if Cade is in play, Moto Hatch will stay soft unless you Maverick it.
Yeah.
Final ban going to be coming through. I'm probably expecting
Mirror.
maybe a Mirror. Yeah, Mirror Valkyrie seems quite plausible. And Valkyrie will be coming through here. Valkyrie, and obviously the first map as well. People don't want this Valk in play. Valk is so strong when it comes to these placeable cams. You had a Valk cam, let's say in lounge, late round flank is so available because they're not ready for you. But
will Mirror be played? Not for bottom floor, but for CC. Is that
you just cursed it, bro?
Yeah,
you cursed it.
Yeah, there's so many good Mirror placements.
And I just cursed it.
Never mind, we're back. But there's so many good
Back
Mirror
and forth.
placements, especially for bottom floor as well. You've got the blue hold. You can hold from the church triple wall. Remember the minor game, we only saw the shotgun holes on the left side. You can use a Mirror to look towards that main stairs, which teams do like to push from. And obviously Mirror for top floor and any of the other sides are OP. That's why I thought she was going to be banned, but obviously Valkyrie is also a massive, influential character on this map.
I mean, I feel like with Mirror, right? As long as you're aware of where these mirrors are located, and as long as you're aware of a method of getting around them, obviously, Cali, force BJ off the board, and obviously again. However, Hibana not in play, so Ace gonna have to be the choice there. Obviously, impacts as well. Only 2 being brought. Obviously, they have banned Hibana, so there's not really need for 4, but. If they are holding these mirrors, maybe they want to stop these ace charges coming through. And with only 2 impacts, you have to kind of choose between hatch or these mirrors. Obviously, if they do choose the ace, then that is, I'm just saying prematurely here. But it looks like we will see a roam coming through here with, Prophet and crew willing to hold this top floor. And Gecko firmly placed aside that bar on the Mozzie. Mozzie is so hard to clear on Clubhouse with the amount of drones. You can get. I mean, if you just sit inside a bar on put your person on 3 doors, the amount of drones that you will get, the amount of drone time that you will waste is unreal. However, Jacuzzi looking to be breached early here. It's going to be hard reinforced. So there's a firm extend coming here through for Ultrac as Maverick gets to work on this breach.
Definitely, yeah.
The challenge here obviously knows he's not repelled, but it's going to almost be found there by Flores. Flores be holding. Flores drone should be able to get this open as well as Bert. He's going to slash something. I don't know what, but Profit and Krug are going to look to Gower whilst they can. Very good discipline and almost very good decision there, as they know they can't hold that top for much longer, as they do obviously to rotate down to join Gecko here on this middle floor. However, Gecko taking some shots there from the stock side. I believe that is by Finka, who's just peppering shots through that wall. Going to swing out. Gecko looking to challenge this, in fact. That's some damage to Jay-Z. Won't have any real impact as he just
needs to push away
there.
here.
There's nanobots activating the system, and then, well, we see all these players rotate down. And Krugel going to be the player to rat here towards this stock side. Going to see the barricades. That does alert the attack to maybe a play here towards this strip, as they have obviously the debris they should know. Andrea, the drone further. Krugel going to hide it, but the drone is to be placed inside of green. I wonder if Krugel was spotted there. It seems not, as Andrea has in fact gone off the drone. But map control now is relatively in the hands of Humble Academy, looking to get these hatches to play. A minute and a half to do what they really want to do. But
I don't think they actually know he's behind.
I don't know. I don't think they are aware of him inside of the strip. So he could play massive spoilers to surround Krugel. Obviously, Krugel, we saw him first map go absolutely nuclear on that roam play, but he is.
Yeah, that drone was actually Gecko's drone. That drone that was towards that side was Gecko's drone, so they don't actually know where he is. Obviously, that open breach does push it towards that side, but with Krugel playing here, it's going to waste so much time. And with only a minute left in the round, and Andrea still needing to Maverick open these hatches, there's just so much potential that Krugel can get a double, maybe even a triple kill from this late game roam. Obviously, with 45 seconds left, and no players on each side of the teams here being killed, it's actually quite unclear where Humble Academy are going to push from. We will see a kind of rush here with the Flyers drone, the RCD drone, taking off the dirt barbed wire here, but that has alerted them to the position there. And Prophet is going to be the one tasked with holding dirt here, just managing to quick peek around. He has got the support on the mirror, but there is one player playing down towards main stairs here. 15 seconds left. The push is going to come down here, dropping down from the kitchen hatch. Yes, Gecko gets a kill onto Noggle there. Prophet gets a kill onto Andrea. They're all trying to drop on towards this kitchen hatch here. And Nitro, beautiful Nitro from Sizzy there. It's all up to a 1-4 situation from Jay-Z, who just has no time left on the round, as I think that was 4 players who dropped down that kitchen hatch there.
I mean, yeah, what that really is happening there is that mirror on those main stairs is causing major issues there for Humble. They cannot push there. They cannot hold that. You know, they have no nades in pocket to really contest it. And what do we see? We see them have to force a kitchen drop. And what happens there? C4s come through, long angles are held, hold through kitchen, hold through church, rotate. You cannot really do much on that drop. You know, the dirt push fails. And, you know,
Especially
we
if
see
you
the
only
round
have
going
one
to
player
Ultra.
on dirt as well.
I mean, again, big credit there to Krugel and, you know, the roamers from Ultra as well for wasting that much time. Obviously, Krugel, Humble did in fact opt to just forget about him and leave him in strip. Probably the right decision, as you cannot obviously clear him with that much time left. You have to just forget about him and leave him and hope he doesn't play too much of a spoiler, which he didn't. Thank God for Humble, but again, it doesn't really matter as Ultra did hit that first round.
Yeah, the fact of Humble is, if they would have got floor control, if they actually would have been able to push down, I think Krugel would have been even more of a threat. As if he just pushes around to kitchen, gets the player who's holding that drop, that's a free win. That's a free victory for the side of Ultra there, if they can kill the planter. As you can't have people holding 4 or 5 angles. You can only have a minimum of 3 there if you have one player already down, considering if Krugel gets the kill. But we do see Ultra here take the first round, and they are going to go towards CC and Cash here. They are going to hold onto the top of rafters. And I think Humble here are definitely going for a main breach onto concrete. And we do see Andrea here getting the mute jammer, as there is only denial on the mute. There is no bandit triggering here, Austin.
I mean, yeah, you wouldn't really expect it. Maverick on the board. Why would you ban a trigger with Maverick? It's death sentence.
Exactly.
However, breach open. Breach is open. Obviously, we are seeing this Maverick hold these long angles from this very innovative Maverick hole here. Obviously, Luke gonna have a hard time now negating these rafters with the breach of us as well. He knows what he's safe from, but he doesn't. I don't think he's aware of these Maverick holes on the side of the wall. So he needs to be very cautious of how he plays these rafters. And if Luke gets picked here, they're not really in position to retake.
No, and as soon as they leave garage control, as we just saw there, Luke gets down, doesn't realise that Andrea is playing on the wall like he does there, and that's going to be Luke down. First kill coming out here, but Krugel has it all to do on top red here. If you're Humble Academy here, you need to take control of the garage as quick as you can here, Austin. You can't afford Ultra Esports to be able to rotate. That could be a free nitro there. Stizzy gets a nitro onto Struso. A bit of bad time there. Struso was going on to his Rotero drone there.
I mean, yeah, obviously, as we see, anyway, as it is, they will find the pick onto their rafters, and they will obviously retake there for Ultra from that pick. Gives them time and space to get it, but I don't think they actually want to take this in again. Andrea, these head tolls paying absolute dividends for Humble. But again, they are going for this con side push, so, and a bot as well. Find Stizzy coming up from those secret stairs. Humble looking very much so in control of this route. Nade's coming up as well. Gecko feeling the pressure from below. 4v2 right now. Andrea is literally in the side right now. However, Gecko pulls one back. Two players, both top red right now. Con breach open. Bar looking to challenge here to address theirs. Going to be outswung there by Krugel. 2v2. Please do not throw this, Humble, as they swing with the Ying. Ying now in, firmly inside. Going to go to this top red stead. Krugel going to make the rotate through. Smoke going to just force Jay-Z back into this site. Gecko has it all to do with this denial. One smoke has to pocket, gonna smoke, gonna miss the default, isn't gonna wall back, gonna miss the head, gonna see the player, gonna spray for the wall with a shotgun. No, is gonna go down and diffuser, 2v1 here. Jay-Z has comfort inside the construction, diffuser immediately started by Gecko, long arm through the wall, gonna swing round, Jay-Z finds one, looking to spray for the wall, but Gecko might miss a long arm.
Oh my god!
Shotgun, and well played there by Gecko. Close out. Ultrek gonna be going 2-0 up there. That was honestly Humble's round to win.
How close?
Humble had that round. Humble had that round. I have no idea how they thrown that.
Especially with the Yings as well. The Yings coming out blinding the players on Ultrack. But how close was that SMG shot from there, from the shotgun, from the smoke? It was literally millimeters away to being able to be seen there. But hats off to Ultrack Esports for managing to pull that back from a 4 versus 2. It all came down to, and I believe it was the Malusi, Korgel, with that Malusi winning that bottom red gunfight. That was the key point that round.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like that's less so of, I mean, Ultrack obviously passed for 2 and they played amazing. They held that well from top red, but I feel like, honestly, Humble have assisted them there. That's almost Humble crossing the boy for, you know, a free header on my back post. You know, like that's, they've just done that.
It's like an own goal. It's like an own goal.
They've allowed that to happen there. It's not so much the Ultrack, obviously, they've held it well from top red, but you know where they are. You know the players are. You've isolated the players. You've got the plant down, obviously, you know, it's very unfortunate, but, you know, 4v2, you cannot afford to throw that. You can't just walk in and take the ones again, you know. Because as we see, you know, Krugel wins 2 1s, wins onto Bart, wins to Andrea, and then Gecko closes it out, you know, kills the plant, and then, you know, has to just do the job with the shotgun, and it's over, you know. Like, you cannot afford to do that, you know, you're 2-0 down right now. Ultrack. Ultrack, bottom of the league, to remind you as well. Like, Ultrack are, in fact, the bottom feeders as of current in the league, and, you know, they're showing Humble up right now. 2-0 and 2-0, you know, 2 rounds mirror. Again, should play a massive impact this game. Struso going to get straight up here though. Should go onto this hatch and should be able to find the mirror quite easily. You know, if he can just wait for Stizzy to rotate. If that hatch is open, I feel like Stizzy would have had a very hard time going through, but we'll find his way back onto that mirror. CC breach being open very early on here. Struso looking to flourish, and that's going to be Shield going down here as Krugel is none the wiser. Gecko going to get found there by Bart. C4 in hand. Doesn't quite do the job, and Bart finds the opening pick there. Krugel gonna find one there back onto Jay-Z as he's reaching from Andrea from Secret there. Kills flying, 2 minutes 15 in the round already remaining, and was it 3v4?
Yep, 3 versus 4 situation.
Humble, again, Humble in advantage right now. 2 minutes left on the clock. All favors, obviously, they've lost the thinker, so no health going to be regained for bodies. He's going to be stuck on 3 quarters.
Oh, no.
Prophecy, my friend. That is not how you do it. Struso going to find one there. Struso playing, you know, having a bit of a better start to this game. 2 and 2, you know, having a bit more impact on this Flores right now. Stizzy looking to try and find a pick, looking to equalize this man count. Needs to find one quickly. Luke going to return onto this mirror now. Looking to challenge the catch. This mirror is still in position, obviously. Going to be quite hard for Humble to work their way around. But looking here, wants to challenge on this dog. Ionicon gonna come through. Stizzy here, looking to help challenge. Almost gets found by Struso. Struso gonna be spraying through that window there. Stizzy really lucky to find his life. Sivo gonna come through. Might find a double. Finds one to Andrea. Struso now has to cover here for this res to come through as Stizzy just rotates around. Obviously, Jay-Z off the board. This res isn't gonna be easy as the res does come through.
Run out, jump out, jump out, jump out.
Stizzy gonna jump out. Gonna find one. Gonna find 2. Bart and Norgal now 2v1 situation. Do not throw this again, Humble. They know he's in gym. Norgal needs to get inside the building with this diffuser. Stizzy can deny this if he peeks, but he's going to just opt to sit on this gym equipment as Bart holds the long hours through from Logi.
Will he get killed from Logi though? That is the question.
pushing
gonna
up. They
push it.
know that this main stairs is clear. They have the cam, but what is aware of where Stizzy's trying to do? Stizzy's going to fire some shots through Norgal. Going to push in. Looking to start the plant here on default. Stizzy going to challenge, and Norgal's just better there. Finds the shots through the prone hole. Humble finally taking their round, finally off the board. You would have assumed that we should have been 2-1 right now to Humble, but obviously because of the 2v4, we did just see come through. Last round, 2-1.
Yeah, that was such an explosive round there. I really thought that Ultra could have got it back there with that double run out from Norgal. Not from Norgal, yeah, it was from Norgal actually, wasn't it? No, it wasn't actually. Stizzy, wasn't it? I'm getting my people already right there. Stop it. My brain is not working today. It really is not, is it? I was like, what's going on? I mean, it's all happened within 30, 45 seconds there. And that is the first round for Humble. This could be a comeback, even if it is 2-1 at the moment. Humble, the 2 rounds that they lost, they should have really won, in my opinion. So the fact that they've got this 1 round up now, I think they're starting to come back into it. Their mental's building back up. They realise, oh, we lost last game. We need to win this game. We need to get our points out today so we don't drop further down in towards the leaderboard here. And it's definitely going to start coming through for the side of Humble here. But Ultrac have got the bottom floor in access here. They picked up the mirror again on Stizzy. And they've got the same sort of operators except for Gecko, who's gone onto the cap can. So we need to watch out for any sort of cap traps that can be put off here. Any sort of EDD kills. I mean, we saw it in the minor game. Maybe it could be similar here.
I mean, yeah, Capcan is that kind of bogey pick you just throw every now and then. It's like, you know what, let's just throw out a bit of a weird one, you know, let's try and catch these attackers off guard, and let's try and really make, you know, an impact from nothing, you know, because that's what Capcan traps do. They just slow down, they, you know, they make you think, they make you like, you know, and when it comes down to 30 seconds on the clock, that's when the Capcan traps are going to really hurt you. I mean, you don't have time to check every single doorway. You're too busy focusing on what you're going to do with the entry, where you're going to entry from. You know, Capcan trap goes off your mind, you know, that's what they really are there for. However, Profit,
no.
almost going down there very early by Norval, almost going to pick one up there on those main stairs. As both players do up to rotate back here. This is now all players from Ultrac back inside the side. I wonder if they will try and maybe track a retake here from Secret, as you know, 2 minutes now taken to be forfeiting this top floor control. Decent utility there as well. We saw the Banshee inside the bathroom as well being played there. Barricades as well set up towards strip. No roam coming through, but they aren't going to try a retake here. So all players now from Ultrac firmly locked down inside the site. Ultrac, the whole entire map to be malleable with now. They can really work this map to their advantage. Obviously, no sledge on the board, so Flores really the only operator with potential to make this soft reach. But looking to rejoin, just making sure the strip is close. So we did see Krugel, right in there before, so you know, he's just double checking there. Nate gonna come through, Profit gonna sit in pretty behind that gen. No damage gonna be coming through onto him there, as you know, he can just sit there, obviously low health already. That nade could have spelled disaster, but the ADS there to back it up, if not, the nade exploding the other side of the gen.
We could see a Nitro here, maybe. Maybe a Nitro. If Norga gets too close here, we have to see Fogel with the impact. So it might be an impact trick here. He does notice the holes here. We will see it here come out, and a beautiful impact trick there. And Norga takes quite a bit of damage from that impact at the same time, as he just jumped through one of the window and was sitting on the edge. I thought Nitro may have been a lot better choice there if someone else was closer. That probably could have got the kill onto Norgal there. Stizzy's taking a lot of damage from blue area, still playing towards that Jenny area. Profit gets a kill onto JZ, and that's the thinker already gone from the situation here. Andrea gets a beautiful grenade onto Gecko. It's a 4 versus 4 situation, but there's a lot of damage taken for the side of Ultrac here, but no sort of pressure coming from Humble Academy. They've got blue control, but they're just going to give that up as Bart's going to go back up oil pit stairs here. They've got no hatches open. They've got no sort of play here. But Andrea's got 2 grenades kills this round. Where are the ADS's places? Finally, we do get an ADS, which is taking out one of the grenades, but that is way too late here. On sight, actually. He just managed to get the kill onto Korgo. Andrea with a 3k this round, just sneaking in. Susa's missing a bit of damage there, and he just wins out the gunfight against Luke onto that shotgun. Andrea with the 4k that round, 2 grenade kills, sneaking into sight, manages to get another pick into sight, pushes into church, and gets the final kill needed that round. Beautiful, beautiful there from Humble Academy. And that is now 2-2.
I mean, yeah, big round there from Humble. Obviously, they did allow the dirt pressure to go unmatched. I'm confused with the ADS there on the side.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Mirror.
What happened? There's
Obviously,
2 kills coming out for the grenades there.
Yeah, I mean,
from Andrea.
Again, Dirt huge there for Humble. Andrea, obviously, Dirt did pay massive dividends to Maverick. He's able to walk in there pretty much unchecked and find a free pick as well to Kroger, who was none the wiser sitting in deep dark corner inside of Arsenal. But, you know, Ultrac going to attempt to retry. Mirror not in favour this time. They're going to opt to go for a Thunderbird instead. Obviously, we do see them taking a lot of early damage. So this may be influenced, obviously, the fact they just want to be a bit more even in these gunfights. Obviously, the attackers having Finker on the board available just to, you know, rebuff them as soon as they take a bit of damage. You know, Finker's there. All right, cool, let's go. You know, reset. Whereas on defense, if you don't bring a Thunderbird, you don't have that. You don't have that passive healing ability. You know,
It suits their aggressive playstyle as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. It suits that, you know, you can. For example, we see Prophet as well, like trying to take an early pick there onto main. Obviously, he almost loses his life for it. But if there's a Thunderbird gadget, you know, further down the line inside the site, he can rotate back, pick up a Thunderbird. You know, he's a bit better off for his next engagement. So yeah, I can see the influence.
The gun coming out on Thunderbird, well, is such an important weapon that can get easy frags as well. So it's not only a sort of support player with that healing, as you were mentioned, it's also a very, very good gun for the roam game. As normally, as Stizzy, you would put 2 of the Thunderbird gadgets in sight, and you would take one for yourself. So whenever you get down, whenever you get a bit of damage, you can retake that. He has got a pre-placed Nitro into Oil Pit, but none of the side of Humble here are going to push that. They are opting to push towards into CCTV here. Google's taken an early gunfight from aggression and a bit of a risky gunfight there, Austin. I mean, we do have the Thunderbird, but if you look at Thunderbird, he has 2 in pocket and he's just placed 1 down.
I mean, yeah, with that gunfight coming from Kroger, obviously Thunderbird in the back line does really favour him there. Obviously, Burt going to be, you know, permanently on that low HP. Going to, you know, have to worry about his next engagement here if he can really take it. But, you know, Kroger, if he can make himself be able to get back into that site, he can, in fact, you know, just reach in that Thunderbird. How I say that's true, so punishes him off, isn't going to be able to rotate that, but Gecko swings out wild into Struso. Struso unaware of the re-swing from Bar, and that's going to be, you know, Flores going down pretty early on there. No drones, I believe, used there. No Rotero is really being able to make the mobility map. Obviously, we are seeing Bart, though, on the sledge, so not the biggest of impacts, but still very unfortunate to lose that from a re-swing. See if we're going to be pre-placed. Bart going to be down as well by Gecko. Very good inference C4 there. Going to find this legend. Now this is no soft destructibility coming here from Humble Academy. They have it all to do. Blue attack looks like the most prominent as they are going to look to nade here onto Gen. We're going to rotate off there, and they're going to come through. Not going to net anything. Gecko, they're going to take a bit of damage from Andrea again. Andrea on this Dirt look. Last round was absolutely nuclear from Dirt. Going to look to do it again as he looks to push up here towards the Dirt door. 7 and 3, having a massive impact this game. Going to nade deeper onto this mirror spot. Last time, obviously, not going to net anything this time. No defender looking to hold that spot. We'll have eyes, though, towards Blue. Blue hatch going to be popped here as we are going to see the attackers look to rotate here and go for a full blue-sided push.
There is an ADS though, like, is that 2 ADSs behind that blue Jenny? There's no one behind there, so it's definitely going to be...
No player. No one there though.
The grenades are going to be ADS at that point, or just make any sort of rotations, but Ultrac Esports are playing this so well, may I add. The positioning in towards back of Armory, and 2 of them towards that blue area. Is actually on the jukebox there in the back of sight, and Andrea's just going to try and peek through here, trying to get any sort of kills, but Prophet is on the table here. Into Glorious. It's just going to all come down to here. The Nitro, unfortunately, doesn't get popped off here. It's going to be a 2-1 trade. It's also a 3-1 versus the side of Humble here. Norgal has it all to do, but the shield's going to be in placement there. Stizzy, all he has to do is dip and weave around this shield, and that is an easy round there on the side of Ultrac Esports, and that puts them 3-2 up in this situation. I think they're wanting to go for this 4-2 here on defense.
I mean, that's the ideal split. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Defense. When you're playing Clubhouse, obviously you want to win. You know, you want to win your first 2 preference sides, which in most teams now, in fact, is probably Gym and Church. Take those 2, win those 2, done. You move from there. You know, you want to win those 2 twice. You know, if you win CC, it's a bonus. If you win Bar, it's a bonus. You know, it's a bonus round that you've just achieved. It's a bonus round that you now have against your enemies. And obviously, you know, the 3-2 very good right now for, you know, Ultrac to play off, and, you know, Humble. You know, all is in their court to really go out and get this 3rd round. They need to take this 3rd round. Obviously, you know, a 4-2 split. Obviously, again, it's quite matchable in Clubhouse. This is why we do see so many times Clubhouse do go, in fact, to overtime. Because, you know, if you do pull out a 4-2 defense, it's very matchable. Doesn't matter how well you perform on your 3rd side. If you lose it both, you know, you can have a you can have a team that plays worse than you, but, you know, the Clubhouse is 2 very defender-sided, you know, sites in current meta that, you know, even if they hold it well, it's still the same. You're gonna have a 4-2 split. So it really does come down to how well you capitalize on these third sites. And same so for attack. You know, you can find an attack on one of these major sites, a clubhouse. You know, it can swing the map completely in your favor.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, it's almost one of those third sites. If you can get it, you get 3 wins in a row. Yeah, you definitely want it. If you go 5-1 up, even if you take a 4-2, you still have that mental advantage going into that round here. We will see more of a default push here coming out of Humble. Andrea's going to get rid of that mute drone here, and the wall is going to be opened. We do see the player playing on top red, and that shield will be got rid of and almost immediately here. So we will see that player who was playing top red of Korgel rotate into Cash. There are 2 players currently playing in there. Never mind, both of them rotate back on towards Con side, almost giving up Cash for free here, as we do see Jay-Z on the book, just eliminating any sort of presence that they can have here. The mirror, though, playing in Korgel, yeah, he's going to fall back onto that mirror, Austin, and that mirror is such a power position for this site.
I mean, yeah, with Mayan play, Jaeger in play, you're going to have to expect a nade not to come sailing through there and to get up through. But we'll be pre-firing with these windows here, just trying to open them up, trying, you know, make these players learn. Maybe find a lucky wallbang here. But the alibi trap as well. Family plays, as I said, that Jay-Z does find Korgel there on that mirror. Very unfortunate. We'll be going down. Yeah, he's failed on the mirror. Unfortunate.
From the hatch.
Logi pretty much in control now as well. Logi could be taking control of it again. This mute jammer will stop this breach from being open. However, they are going to breach the top of the wall, so it's going to be a bolt in. But even still, wall is now open. Construction completely deserted for the attack. Logi, Stizzy looking to play in this corner. Jay-Z should be able to drone him as a drone does come through. Gets spoiled by Stizzy. Luke looking to just hold inside a bar, looking to stop the Jim hop in.
Prophet can't really rotate in here into Logi, can he? This flash comes out, he gets fully whited here, and we will expect a pushdown from Jay-Z, but his drone is all the way on the other side of the map, so he's going to have to try and go down and grab that. He's going to give up the actual position there, even though it's for free. Prophet, a beautiful kill onto Bart there, leveling up the man count for the side of Ultra, but Struzo does get the refrag back onto Prophet. Make that a 3 versus 3 now as Gecko gets a kill. It's all coming down to these last 40 seconds. They actually do have Logi control here, but I don't think they're going to push in yet, as we have one in bathroom. He vaults over. This could be very bad if he does vault over a bit too far. No, he goes back towards bathroom here. We have the book playing on towards main stairs to stop any sort of push into the corridor here. All Norgal has to do is get the free kill onto Gecko, but no! Gecko denies that. Struso gets a refag back onto Gecko here. So it's a 2 versus 2 situation. Make that 2 versus 1 as Luke gets a kill onto Struso. It's all up to Jay-Z here, dropping down into Logi, but they know where he is. 9 seconds left on the round. He has to rotate here and get the diffuser. But the positioning of Ultrac here are just too good. Nitro is going to go from below, but Luke gets the kill before that even happens. And a beautiful there on the side of Ultrac, making it the desired option they wanted of a 4-2 lead going into the halfway point of this map.
I mean, yeah, for Humble to be taking attack, again, we do have to remember that Humble did in fact choose attack for this map. So, you know, that is worrying to say the least. I mean, 4-2 down, Ultrac on their defense. Obviously, Mirror not going to be played for Humble, as they do opt to go CC Cash Thunderbird, in fact, chosen instead of a Mirror. But yeah, I mean, that round really coming down to, you know, a couple of key factors. For one, just the refrag game from Gecko, that round was impeccable. Gecko really held everything down. Obviously, again, if he doesn't find that pick onto Thermite, that round goes tumbles. That round goes to Humble. I mean, Gecko, super big round from him there. Massive.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Gecko, in fact, the best player right now on the side.
I mean, 9-3, but you have got Stizzy as well.
Yeah,
Stizzy
both players, you know what I mean? Again, like, Gecko and Korgel, I believe was over in the clutch. So, like, you know, Gecko and Stizzy really stepping up when it comes down to Ultra. I mean, they are keeping them, in fact, in this game, you know. I mean, not in this game, but actually in the lead in this game. You know, major big rounds. And again, like, Humble, they held out, they waited, and again, unfortunate picks coming through. Obviously, aggression onto the window from Prophet, they'd find Bart, you know. There's all these small little things that do add up over time, and we do see just eventually the punishment just coming through onto Humble. You know, they feel it bad, and, well, it comes down to a Logi drop of 50 seconds off the clock. Jay's not in position, and, you know, well, Luke just takes that one for free.
Say that, but Humble has gone to top floor onto CC for their first site here, which is quite questionable, as you would prefer to go bottom floor or towards that gym bedroom, as most teams go to. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on that there?
I don't think it's that strange, to be honest with you. I mean,
Yeah,
every team has
it's...
their preference. You can choose, you pick and choose what site you want to go to, and obviously, as we see here, Gecko. I'd say that Krugel does find one onto Bart. Bad could go to worse if Ambles. They do look to entry here on this master side. Drone going to follow through here. Krugel just entering off this drone. Going to force Strucer on these main stairs. Strucer can't really afford to take this fight. He needs to battle one back, but it needs to fall off. Going to find a drone for his troubles, though, inside a bathroom there, but still 9 drones on the board here for Ultra. Very good drone discipline compared to the first game, as we see, you know, drones coming through. Key players being identified. And again, first pick going the way of Ultra. I mean, they are taking this master side, much like Humble, in fact, did do for their construction push. Obviously, you know, horrible throw we saw come through. Main breach also being popped there. Stizzy doing good work on that Maverick. 1 minute 41 left on the clock. All players from Humble pretty much pinned down right now inside the site, other than Struso, who's lurking down below inside the lounge. But even still, that's not much ground. Andrea does just sprout that barricade, maybe for later if he wants to go for a cheeky little run out there onto that door. But however, 4v5, you need to kind of try and find a pick soon, otherwise it could go from bad very much worse.
It all depends on where that pick comes from. If it comes on the side of Humble Academy, it could go any way. I mean, there's 1 minute 12 seconds left in the round. They have got breach open on the side of All Track. City gets a kill onto JZ, and it's already looking worse, as you were saying, for the side of Humble Academy here. All Track needs to do right now is take cash, is take their position. Struso goes for a run out and gets punished for that. And Andrea goes for another run out as well. So very aggressive onto Humble, leaving them in a 1 versus 5 situation. A beautiful kill from Norgal there, but it all seems over here as Prophet gets the final kill and the headshot there. But was there any need for those 2 run outs there, Austin?
I mean, I would honestly say yes. I would say yes, because when you're down in that situation, you need to find a pick from somewhere. And you know there's 2 players, you know, a player on Repel.
Yeah.
You know, and again, unfortunately, again, Claymore was really paying dividends there for
2 Claymore, beautiful change.
You know, again, if you kill the breach player, it gives you free CC. You can play a bit more fluently inside of CC. You can play fluid siege. Obviously, with the CC cut off, you're stuck towards that red stairs and cash. That's why we're kind of seeing CC not be played so much. Is again, like once you open that CC breach, 99% of teams do. I rarely ever see a team not open that concrete CC breach. You
can't play garage, can you? You can't play garage.
I mean, you can, but you're very limited.
Yeah, but if you go too far to the left or to the right, you can be even hit from the window or the normal open hole that they have on the right side, whether it be a head height hole or a rotate. And obviously, if they're pushing construction as well, red's going to be a very hard position to hold, but it's really, realistically, the only position you can hold if you do get that concrete breach open.
I mean, yeah. I mean, again, like I said, it cuts the site completely in half. Like, you cannot play half of the site. And again, defaults open up. Once you get that garage pick, you know, default is open up. And the most common denial form we see is C4 from below or a smoke canister over from inside of cash. But even still, that's not enough. That's a 10 if you have the man count in your favor. Obviously, we did see a different pattern there. Obviously, was playing a big part. In fact, Ultra Stack, and then they obviously had the luck but they had the, you know, progression towards the master side. However, Humble,
slightly different mirror strat though.
Yep. Pretty similar mirror strat, obviously, as you would expect. Mirrors on the board, why not use her? You know, like, I don't see a reason not to use mirror. However, it does look like we will see a roam clear coming through from Ultra here, as they do buck themselves in, I believe, to Jacuzzi. 3 man here, as I did last time, just looking to pushing off this drone. Struso going to be spotted out here on these central stairs.
No.
Unlucky, but it's fine. He finds 2 drones for his troubles, but 1 player already inside a bar there. Struso very lucky to find himself back down those stairs at this one, but Andrea is still on this top floor. I wonder if they know about him about his presence here inside of CC. Jay-Z here as well to back him up, looking to contest early gunfights here, but obviously Struso falling off. There's no middle point on the room. Obviously, they do have the Thunderbird station, the Kona station, sorry, to get him back up to full health, so he is not going to be feeling any of that damage he took early, but if Struso gets picked there, I believe this round goes a very different way.
If you're Korgo, I would be very disappointed that I did not get the kill onto Struso there. But it's in the past now. Every team, every player is back up to full health with that Thunderbird pick. So if you're All Track Esports here, you don't want to take unnecessary gunfights. As if you get caught out, you could very easily go down to very low health or be picked off quite easily. They have to be careful though about Jay-Z and about Andrea. He could easily pop open the hatch. You do see a drone coming out from Prophet and it's immediately killed. But Prophet is just going to absolutely deny the flank there. And Jay-Z is going to push back towards Andrea. If you're Andrea and Jay-Z here, you need to work together. As you can see, they're pushing together here. Play off of one another and try and get some free kills here.
I mean, yeah, Profit really playing a placeholder right there. Obviously, the Claymore there, but Profit being there just doubles up on that, and really stops them having a chance to get onto this bar flank. I would assume they have a player also probably stuck here towards this lounge to cut off this flank. Really let them get to work in this side of this kitchen. Still takes a bit of damage there for vertical, but is going to have to get onto these main stairs as Krogel having a lot more luck than what I believe Bart did on this sledge this time here, as he is starting this
Not
vertical play.
immediately
No
picked off.
C4 is coming up yet, but Jay-Z, and obviously Jay-Z is back inside that fact, so he can actually contest this. Obviously, Hatch not really be breached here, as Nargle does sit there with those impacts. Obviously, both gone now, but no ace charges left in pocket to really get this down. Now it's looking like a main stairs execute. Nate gonna come through, but smart enough to back off of this mirror, and this is gonna be a very hard push to make on these main stairs. Stizzy does get the cross. C4 gonna come through. Needs to
Easy 2K.
start that. Finds one on Stizzy. Nate gonna come through. Not gonna do enough damage. Both players looking to push up here. Profit finds one on the Claymore. Gecko now inside the side, looking to get this kit down. Gonna find Norgal almost. Profit taking one to Strew, so needs to find this kill now. Gecko. Profit walks in, finds one to Stizzy. Jay-Z here. Plant gonna be locked in. Gecko needs to lock on the plant. This is Humble finally kicking into action, taking it around here. If he needs to get there quick, but Gecko is gonna be stopped there by Jay-Z on the mute. Humble.
It was a beautiful execute, wasn't it?
Pulling one
Just
back. Honestly, the impact
defense.
trick there, massive. Forcing them down those main stairs. Mirror, obviously, as you see, so strong. Super strong there. You cannot get any foothold on those main stairs with Mirrors in play. I would have actually liked, to see an adaptation track. They should probably start bringing some tin can openers or hard breach charges, people call them.
That's what I was going to say, actually. Fuck. Would you have bought the hard breach gadgets or the smokes or the flashes? Because he didn't really use those secondary gadget flashes, did he? And obviously, if you have the hatch that was impact tricked, you could use those tin can openers, as you said. So if I was Book, right here, right now, I would change my secondary gadget. I'm not sure if that's almost forgetting or if that was a tactical decision here.
I mean, honestly, stuns are always nice to have in back pocket. Like, stuns is...
Yeah.
Stuns
It's
when you
a
have
good
that many
pick.
nades is needed. You need to have the burn to the nade. There's no point having nades if you're going to use them to burn, The idea of having the stuns is you have 3 stuns, 2 nades. So, you get a full set burn with, 3 stuns, obviously, off the any Jaegers, obviously the Myers are just additional burn, but still, 3 stuns, 2 nades come through, obviously. When you don't have that, you're wasting nades. You're burning with nades, and that's not ideal, because that's what the stuns probably been taken. Obviously, we are seeing the sick pick come through, Luke going onto Sledge, Gecko going onto Ace, and coming onto Ayana here. Ayana...
Look at how many grenades.
The grenade meta right now. Grenade is super strong against the mirror, especially. You need to have a solution to this, and a lot of teams will just say, look,
Especially
we're gonna
this
nade.
mirror case as well.
We're gonna nade.
Power of this mirror.
I mean, onto construction mirror you talking, yeah?
Yeah, I'm talking about the one in the Logi.
Yeah, so construction mirror
Logi
again.
onto con.
Saying that you can very easily contest that from hatch, and you can also contest it from cash. It just depends on what they have in place to stop you doing that. And as I say that, nice early pick there. We're all going to be felled very early on by Norgal there.
It's a lot of utility as well. Gone. That's the Gon 6, and that's 2 grenades already off the board. Not to mention, as we save a lot of time, the Adrenaline Surge and the LMG gone here. It's Profit. Ultra Esports are doing a very weird push here. They're pushing from poolside, pushing into Western Hallway and toilets here. I think in there want to try and get grenades, because we see a lot of times, especially from Humble and when Ultra Esports were on defense, that they did like to play that hatch in pool.
Yeah, I mean, the portable hatch is often a key deciding point in some of these rounds. Obviously, when you are looking to take gym, obviously, if you have the control of the pool hatch as a defender, awesome. Throw C4s up, deny of impacts, shoot up through the hatch or to the window, onto the door, is what it is. If you have it as an attacker, vice versa. Obviously, it operates both ways, 2-way hatch. But, with the hatch control being, almost ignored there by Krogel, we see him being picked up early by his counterpart, Norgal. He's like mini-me, almost, on the mute, shoots in for the hatch, but I feel like that's just misdroning from Ultra, and they will suffer for this. Was the nades lost in pocket, no more, adrenal surges, none of that, and obviously, the nades are going to come from the mirror. Mirror still has, the mutant still has hard floor to plan when you up on the mirror. Also, corner stations and Ultra look
at this,
However, they do seem like they are aware of Jay-Z on this flank here, coming up these main stairs. Yeah, we'll be tagged up heavily, but we'll find Profit on the Ayana. Very unfortunate loss there for Profit. He knew he was there as well. I have no idea how that gunfight's come to fruition, but it has. Ultra not really having any map control whatsoever. They seem they wanted to go for some main stairs jacuzzi push here, and as I say this, looks push on Jay-Z, gonna free frown there for free for Stizzy. Very free pick there for Stizzy again. Jay-Z completely unaware of where he could be contested from, and that's him going to be going down.
He almost missed that shot, actually, didn't he? He hit the legs just about, which was it could have been gone any way. Looking at the health, it was a free pick. But
yeah, I don't think
we've got 20 seconds left in this round. It's a 4 versus 3 situation. There's so many power positions held by Humber Academy with these mirrors here. A free, beautiful kill there from Bart onto Luke, and it's all coming down to this. 2 versus 5. Yeah, beautiful shotgun from Norgal. Stizzy's going to push up main stairs, but there's not much you can do in this situation here. There's too many angles to hold. He's going to be playing by the palm. A beautiful headshot there, 3 seconds left, but he just doesn't know where the rest of the players are. And without Diffuser, I mean, what can you do there if you are Ultrac?
I mean, again, it comes down really to that starting pick.
Yeah, the first.
Thinker. It's not ideal to lose a Thinker that early on. Especially when you play Fink almost a long running around, and then we see the punishment come through, and then the third punishment as well. And that attack also kind of baffled me. They got Jacuzzi wall, and then they pushed in from green strip. So I guess they wanted to go for like a main stairs Jacuzzi, maybe gym kind of hybrid take.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe main stairs.
And nothing to deal with that mirror really, other than nades. It's not ideal really to be going for that type of take. Obviously, you want to really be taking cash, as most teams do. I mean, I guess it's okay, but like again, the 4v5, not really ideal. Oh, but one thing I wanted to highlight, Thorn.
Yeah.
Thorn.
Ooh, I just saw that. Thorn, I like Thorn. I like Thorn's weapon, and I like the secondary gadget. Obviously, shield is one of, if not the best secondary gadget you can have as a defender. It's either the shield or the nitro, and I think you could agree with me there, Austin. But I like Thorn's weapon, and the gadget, if paired with Melusi, which we see Bart on, it can be a very menacing thing to come up with. If you are an attacking side.
I mean, the best Razor shells are really the ones where it forces you to move forward, right? The ones where they're like just on a breach and just pushes you out, it's not ideal. But the Razor shells that push you forward and into the site, that's when you really see Fawn being
like
used well. And obviously, yeah, I mean, if you can really play these Fawns well and force these attackers into situations they do not want to be in, because if not they stay, they die to a Fawn. Perfect. That's what you want Fawn for. Whereas, a lot of times as well, in terms of ranked especially, we see Fawn being used maybe incorrectly, and just, trying to get these Fawn players in positions where they can get easy picks themselves, and not really team play. But Fawn, in my opinion, does have a very team-orientated gadget if you can play around them really well. Especially when you said combination with the, Melusi. Almost was a nightmare combo to deal with,
And hopefully we will see some of those players as you were talking about in this game from Humble. It's a nice setup here. We have the 2 people. We see Strusso playing on bottom floor towards bathroom side, and we see Bart here playing towards bedroom. But we are going to see what we would call a more default take here from Ultrac. Bart getting a beautiful kill there. That was from bedroom door. Yeah, from the bedroom window there. And a beautiful kill. Oh, Austin, I just realised who it was on. It's the Thinker again. Gorgo is not having the good game here. He's going 3 and 8 currently. And that's the second time in a row he's been picked off as the first pick here.
I mean, never ideal to lose your first pick. I mean, Thinker again. I mean, I'd rather use my Thinker than my Maverick on my Ace, but even still, not ideal to be losing that early on. Obviously, we also see as well Prophet used all 4 of his stuns, I believe, here on Zofia. Interesting, unless that's just his impacts.
I think that's just the impacts. It doesn't show both.
Just the impacts, but Luke. We'll just spot out Strusso, I believe. Strusso, that on the Jaeger in terms of inside of Lounge and Swamp. He's going to go bottom garage. They're going to avoid the engagement here. But holding these top stock holes. Really struggling, actually, in fact, for getting the map here, Ultrac. Ultrac not having any real foothold on the map here. They're just kind of outside doing what they need to do. However, Jay-Z will take a bit of damage there. I don't know from who, but damage will come through. But I mean, look, Stizzy in bomb garage. You're going to find one to Struzo. Good pick there. Stizzy and Prophet doubling up there. Rafters now firmly in control. They have an entrance here. They have an opening here. Ultra looking to push onto match point. However, we will see Norgal, getting onto position to try to contest these rafters. Sitting here deep on the bomb. Pre-fires coming through from Stizzy. Gecko holding this breach. Really looking to get through onto his default. Ace charge going to come through here. Going to open the wall. Safe entrance is being made towards the bomb site now. C4 in Norgal's pocket. Needs to go massive with the C4. Depends who's going to rip it. Plant going to start going down. Norgal needs to C4 soon. Luke finds one to Bart. C4 going to come through. Stizzy going to dodge that one. Norgal's going to find Prophet though. Jay-Z looking to push on the red. Gonna go. Norgal swinging around it. Is unaware. Jay-Z going to push forward, but Gecko finds it from the breach. Morgal gets picked from breach as well. Gecko going to lock in Ultrac here onto match point 6-4 in favor of Ultrac here. Look at the guys on map 2. Looking to pull off a major shock here against Humble. Match point. Ultrac again Humble need to put these 2 rounds. If they do not, then we will see Ultrac taking all 3 points of this game and causing a major upset.
I was actually getting very worried for Ultrac at the start of this round. If you remember that early pick onto the Thinker, onto Krogel. But after that, the beautiful in Garage, getting that 2k in Garage, managing to take Garage control, getting wall open very early, and then managing to push one from Garage all the way around to Highway and to watch the CCTV window. So you have a 3-way cross setup. Yes, the player got one from the Nitro and was killed. But at that point, it doesn't matter. If you have a 1-man advantage, you can afford to bait out the Nitro for the favour of the plant there. And, I mean, if you look at Ultrac Esports here, you've got Stizzy on 12 and 4, and Gecko on 14 and 5. Massive players popping off on the side of Ultrac here.
I mean, yeah, Ultrac really did sharp there with that Garage take. Stizzy and I believe it was Prophet playing major roles there in that taken towards Garage. And again, Humble just forfeiting ground, to be honest with you. And, you know, once Garage is in control, like I said, for CCTV, this is why a lot of teams refuse to take it. Once you have Breach and Garage control, it becomes a massive retake situation. Even though you have one half of the bomb site, you know, C4s, yes, you know, you can walk across, but there's Breach, there's, you know, highway window, there's so much to contest you on that, you know, a lot of teams actually just refuse to take it. I mean, this is what we're seeing in Bar, in fact, being played a lot more now.
I prefer
in terms
Bar.
of the split. Like, you know, the Bar is super strong here. As I say, the Krogel looking to have a better entry this time on the sledge. Going to be droned in here. Struso playing very ratty inside this Bar. Might find one. Stizzy missed drones, I believe, there onto Struso, or he may have fake droned him.
I think it was a fake drone. I think it actually was a fake
Krogel
drone. No, it
straight
actually was a
past.
misdrone.
Krogel in the first pick again. Struso going to swing around, and that's Krogel going down 3 times in a row, my friend. That is very unfortunate.
That's not his fault.
Stizzy. Yeah, Stizzy going to be putting the nail in the coffin of Krogel. Very unfortunate. They're going to come for Struso looking challenged again. 2 drones found as well. Struso getting major value in this round right now. Prophet looking to push it in there, take the challenge further down these stairs onto Struso. Struso just falling off. Very smart play there from Struso. Obviously, Claymore's in the Prophet. Will expect to put one on these top main stairs as he has done so many times. You know, 3 Claymore kills this game so far. Stizzy holding this bar from they've let Struso get back down onto this bottom floor, and that's a very unfortunate misplay there from the side of Ultrac as the drones come through. Looking to find this player here stuck inside a swamp. Not want to go as far to see him, and Andrea again going to be able to just to sit here and wait. Struso now as well, looking to do some more damage from the secret side as they push further into the back carriage. Looking for drones.
Look at Jay-Z as well.
I mean, yeah, look at the diversity right now we're seeing from the side of Humble. You know, they're playing very disciplined, but also still keeping this map control. And they're going to spring a trap, I believe, you know. Struso going to work his way back down into blue, though, just, you know, not allowing a blindside rush coming through there. Vera on the board as well, going to make Ultrac's job even harder when it comes to the execute. Yeah, Norgal as well with these 2 impacts, going to be coming through. Gecko, as many breach charges as you have, my friend, these impact tricks are still going to pull your push. You have 3 ace canisters in pocket, but there's 2 impacts. And you have no hard breach charges other than the Capital, which again should be able to come over. Hard breach charge is going to be coming through there on the ace. The ace is going to use to make more soft breach. Going to get 1 charge through on the hatch.
Still players roaming on top. There's still players roaming on top floor though.
They're watching
you
at the
can
hatch
see on the outline as well.
Yeah, Hatch is caught here. Stizzy does have hatch, so now they don't have to worry about this main stairs. Stizzy also with the Capital can firebolt this mirror. Very innovative pick here from Ultrac. Good workaround maybe to this mirror. However, 4v5. Can't help but notice 34 seconds left on the clock. Going to be a very hard job here for Ultrac to commit to this round. However, main hatch is breached. Looks like we will see a massive execute from first. Jay-Z is stunned by Stizzy. Unfortunately, they played the long game, but it doesn't come to fruition. Jay-Z not really doing anything for this round. Stizzy walking down these main stairs with the fuser in pocket, though. You have to get this man. Mirror finds his pick, which he does. The fuser's throwing the bottom main stairs. This job just got 100% harder for Ultrac. They look to drop the hatches as right now. Prophet looking to drop it, gonna stun. Fuser's gonna come through, going down the main stairs. Gecko gonna look to drop as well. They surely should be watching this. Gecko gonna drop in. Almost does find Norgal. Norgal going down. 2 seconds on the clock. 1 second left. Andrew finds a C4, and now this is the round going to Humble. Humble staying alive right now. 6-5.
What a round as well. The problem was, especially for Ultrac there, they took too much time setting up their push. They were worried about Jay-Z on that top floor roam. They got him to be killed with 20 seconds left in the round. But you're thinking to yourself, 20 seconds left in the round. What push are we going to do here? We've got 2 separate hatches open. We've got a lot of vertical play to be done here. But they just separated their picks, pushing down main stairs, dropping motor hatch and dropping main hatch. And the fact of the matter is, we had Bart with the wonderful mirror placements there. dropping Diffuser with 10 seconds left into the round on main stairs on a position where you can't really get away with getting that back with 10 seconds left and a mirror in such a placement here. So at the end, a beautiful round for Humble Academy. And the last site they've chosen gone to, if they want to take it back up to 6-6 and go to OT, is the bedroom and gym. Obviously bringing the mirror out of Bart will be played on towards that con side, and a massive hold towards Cash, which is expected. They're going for more of a default hold here, opening con hatches, obviously doing the mirror as we talked about before, making all the bottom rotates, and that mirror towards the outside through bathroom side here. It's pretty much going to be a default take here, but what is going to be interesting is how All-Track Esports will attack this. Will they go for a garage push, or will they go for more of a concrete push? You see the flat balcony there that we see, or I think it was last round they went for a strip club push, didn't they? Go below, get rid of Paul, and obviously due to that miss drone, that was a free kill last round we saw, so we don't want that to happen again with All-Track, do we?
I mean, poor Krugel. I mean, Krugel's been the victim of 2 missed drones now, and obviously 1 misplay from himself. So, you know, like, Krugel is, you know, his team's like saying, you know, hey, man, I've got you, I've got your back, sight. You know, it's like, it's I feel bad for Krugel, poor Krugel, but he's looking to enter here. No contention this time, so he should be able to get on the map at least. Does what they want to do a bit more of a cash-orientated push here, as we have seen, you know, I believe however, they only play 1 heartbreak, which is interesting. Especially for, you know, once you know it's master side, surely Thermite should be on the cards. But they will just let this wall open, so Ace going to be firmly in play towards the cash side, I believe. Yeah, they are setting up for a cash like this as Prophet is going to find Bart there on the Iana client. 2 members downstairs might be going for the same as they did last time. It didn't really work from my recollection. They just completely flopped it last time. But Struso will be spotted here on the bottom floor again by Prophet. But look what happened last time in the situation with Josie, I believe it was, on these stairs.
Going to watch it though, isn't it?
Kruger and Prophet going to be looking to challenge here onto Struso. 1 player coming from behind as well. That's going to be Josie, but is aware. Kruger going to let him cross. Unfortunately, their Prophet going to be holding these main stairs. Jay-Z gets away, crossing, daring to do their. Struso going to be bounted though by Prophet. This time not going to happen. Head taken off cleanly. 5v4. All in Ultrax's court right now. 1 minute 12 left on the clock. Nade's looking to come up towards his hatch, I can believe, by Krugel. Jay-Z does find his way back up into cash though, into safety. Gonna go into this lodging and gonna find 2 fresh Kona stations to deposit himself some health. Nade's gonna come up onto that mirror, but the mirror still does stand. This is gonna be a massive edge. I believe the mirror just get popped.
They need to. I couldn't hear that actually, but they do need to get rid of the mirror.
Jay-Z here looking to challenge it. Almost finds those shots. Norgal taking a bit of damage there on the breach. They're gonna come through.
No, it's not popped.
I don't know if Luke is aware of this position. You're held up by Norgal. Norgal gonna farm onto Luke. He got the man carry. Stizzy though immediately trades back there onto Andre from a nice rappel there on the garage side. Jay-Z looking to refrag here from this con window, taking up his failed teammate's position. They're gonna come through. Norgal gonna go down 2v4 here for Humble. Ultra looking to push this in. Take this map.
This is it.
Take all 3 points. Nice one back. Krugel going down inside of main lobby. Gecko finds the kill onto Norgal. Finished off. Gecko in position to plant. Looking to get the case done. Prophet gonna push in. Bosh just better.
How?
Stizzy refrags. Jay-Z below. No C4 in hand. Needs to do this here. Gecko plants down. 2 seconds. Jay-Z with all to do. Mirror gonna be working against him and pushing into the site. Looking to hold it from the crosses. Player out on breach. Player in diffuser. On the bomb. Stizzy challenging round. Swinging round. Doing all he can. On prone position. Looking to hold Jay-Z. Lock him out of the site here. Faces another clock. Jay-Z really needs to make this work right now. Needs to find 1 pick. Stizzy not going to give it to him. Going to be laying prone. Gecko going to rotate towards his main stairs. Stizzy going to find it.
That is it.
The upset.
What a win. I think your mic just cut out there. You screamed that loudly. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. All-Track Esports with the 2-0 victory against Humble Academy. And who knew what would happen there? Who knew that All-Track Esports, bottom of the table, were going to beat top? Humble Academy, unfortunately, they lost 7-5, 7-5 both times. It all came down to that last round, and All-Track Esports are going to take away that victory there. Austin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm here. That was...
Your mic gone.
that was very well played. Very well played.
Very well played.
Very well played from Ultrack. Obviously, you know, we did see a couple questionable rounds coming through from them. Almost thinking, you know, they could throw this game from what they had in firm grasp. But, obviously, none the wiser. They do come out of that 6-5 and, you know... Sorry, no, 7-5, sorry, apologies.
7-5, 7-5 both times.
locking out both maps, pulling off the upset, really putting their namesake on this league, showing that they are here to play, showing that they are here to, really get going and, really make
My heart is
an impact and
beating.
talent.
My heart is beating out of my chest, man. I don't think you can see it here, but yeah. What a game. I am so happy for All Track Esports there. And it is an unfortunate victory for Humble Academy to be 2 rounds off both times. And let's be fair to Humble Academy here. There were a few rounds that they did throw, so it could have gone anyway. But in the end, if you can't clutch it out, if you crack under pressure, you're not going to win. It's as simple as that.
We have to give special commemorations to that game for Gecko and Stizzy. They played a blinder again there. Stizzy especially on the end. Stizzy fully, well and truly bailed out his team so many times in that game on that map, especially in that last run. They're playing massive, coming up massive on those trades, locking out the plan and just sitting there and, finding the final kill to really push that map. Ultrac, they take it 2-0 against Humble. Massive upset.
Yeah, they do go down into 3rd position now for Humble Academy, and that would mean that All Track Esports will go into joint 8th position, like joint 8 to 4th position, so all with the 3 points. So congratulations to All Track Esports there, and that is going to be it from us today. What a game we had. What a game it was to cast, Austin.
It was a very fun game. Obviously, tomorrow's games, we are seeing Lawless versus Visu in the minor, and then obviously in the major, big game LFO versus Praetorian. Big game. Myself and Wombi. Tomorrow gonna be taking you guys through the maps, but
game of the season that is.
Should be a good game.
You should all come to watch tomorrow. That tomorrow's game is going to be an absolutely massive game, and I wish you best luck for tomorrow's cast with the boy Wumby there. But that is going to be it. I've been Pyro, and this has been Austin here. Thank you for casting with me.
Been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. I will see you guys tomorrow.